Salute to the family. Salute to the team. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. While you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we go live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Salute to the family. Salute to the team. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are live And in fact, shout out to the family. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the family. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are here. And I come to play no games today. I come to play no fucking games today. Right? But before we get started, I want to shout out to some of the family that's already in the chat. Shout out to Alexis. Shout out to Moon. Shout out to King. Shout out to Budweiser. Shout out to Young Key. Right? Tanja. Shout out to Sonia. Shout out to The Truth. Right? Shout out to Diamond. Shout out to David. Shout out to the lovely Patrice. Shout out to Sonia. Shout out to Dimple Face. Shout out to the family. Welcome to the show. This is the hottest show on YouTube, family. Shout out to you guys for joining me on this evening. I appreciate you guys. This is going to be a damn good show on this evening. We got a lot of things that we need to discuss. Yeah, it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. So while you guys coming on in, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, and family, make sure you hit that notification bell. I don't know what YouTube got going on, not notifying the family about when we go live over here. So make sure that you are smashing that notification bell, right? Because the truth has to be spoken. The truth has to be told. YouTube can't stop it. Mainstream media can't stop it. The Sambo class can't stop it. Nobody can't stop it. I know they're trying to suppress me over here because we too powerful, family. We too strong right now. And we causing a massive wave in the media landscape right now. They don't know what to do, family. They don't know what to do. Shout out to the lovely Tory Experience in the building. April in the building. Meal Dog in the building. Let's go, family. Let's go. And I want to make sure that I take my time on this broadcast this evening because the lies has to be addressed. The false narratives has to be addressed. The gaslighting has to be addressed because this gaslighting, family, is out of control. The gaslighting to black people is out of control, but we too smart for that. We too smart for the gaslighting. We too smart for the manipulation. I don't really think they understand who the fuck they dealing with, family. I don't think they understand who they are dealing with. We are our ancestors. We would not change our square. You would not move us. You would not silence us. None of that. We are extremely focused at the task at hand. So the lies, the stereotypes, the outdated systems, it won't work. It won't change. Belt to ass season is in full effect. Your Sambo class will be addressed. White supremacists will be addressed. The mainstream media will be addressed. We have the loudest microphone over here on this side of media, black media. We control the narrative, family. We control it. Because I don't know if you guys been paying attention to the landscape of social media right now. It's not even about justice for Nolan Wells. It's not even about justice for Nolan Wells. It's about gaslighting black people, us, attacking the family, and talking about Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump. It's no longer about justice for Nolan Wells and what happened to Nolan. It's not about that, family. It's not about that no more. They have moved the goalpost to, hey, let's attack the family. Let's attack the mother. Because black people are so united. They are on code and they are focused and they not allowing us to get away with none of that janky shit that they used to get away with anymore. We're like, no. We focusing on you. Yeah. Those white boys that was on that boat with Nolan. Yeah, we keeping our focus on you. So it don't matter how many chapters that Officer Tatum continue to drop, right? He dropping all these part 1, part 2, part 3. Like he dropping a goddamn Trapped in the Closet from R. Kelly or some shit. None of that is going to change. Warren is guilty. Yeah, for sure that. He's a suspect in my books. And you would not silence us and you would not move us from that. You will pay for what y'all done to our brothers and sisters out here. Y'all will pay. Best believe that. This unity that we got right now will not be broken. Y'all must be really sick in the head thinking that y'all can continue to gaslight the elite class of black people. Y'all really believe that? But you sadly mistaken. We here and we ain't going nowhere. But shout out to the family. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. I appreciate you guys. This is going to be a good show on this evening. I'm going to need y'all to strap up, because we got a lot of things to discuss on this stream. Right? Salute to the family. While you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we go live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys again for the support. Thank you guys for being a voice for our people. Thank you guys for continuing to stand on business. Because that's what they can't stand. They can't stand it. They can't stand that we are exposing their lies. They can't stand that they can't distract us. Putting a little shiny toy in front of us, think that, oh, don't worry about the injustice that's going on over here with black people. Focus on Chicago. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. But first things first, family, thank you again for joining me on this evening. And before we get to the Nolan Wells case, right, we got some audio to cover, and we also going to go over the interview that Officer Tater had with Warren, right? We got to make sure that we discuss that, because we are black media. That's what we got to cover. We got to do that. And I understand people have Officer Tatum fatigue. I do too. But we got to make sure that we do our due diligence and cover these things and expose the lies. But first things first, family, I want to talk about Daniel Irvin. His autopsy results has been released. And as me being a part of black media, I have to discuss these stories because the mainstream media will never touch nothing like this. Because there isn't a black person they can portray. You like, they don't like touching black victim cases, right? Daniel Irvin is a victim, and the mainstream media is not going to cover it, family. So without further ado, I want to go over this news clip from NBC that just dropped today, going over the autopsy report of Daniel Irvin. Let's get it, family.
Tonight, a family still searching for answers is learning more about the final moments of Daniel Irvin's life. Newly released autopsy findings are shedding light on the North Texas man's drowning death in Lake Ray Hubbard. As two teenagers face tampering with evidence charges, Irving's loved ones say they believe more serious charges are warranted. NBC5's Shannon Miller reports on the new details revealed today.
According to the autopsy report for Daniel Irving obtained by NBC5 from the Dallas County Medical Examiner, after jumping from a bridge into Lake Ray Hubbard in April, Irving, a high school senior swim team member, was seen to surface once, call out for help before becoming submerged, and did not resurface.
Why would you throw away his clothes and delete messages and not even call his mother?
Last week, attorneys...
And these are his white friends, by the way. You know, Warren, Watts, you know, Tracy, Nolan Wells' white friends. These are Daniel Irvin's white friends that seen Daniel Irvin drown, took his clothes off, threw his clothes on a tree, family, threw his clothes on a tree, deleted his communication with Daniel Irvin, and threw his phone in the ditch. But let's not make this about race.
The family of Daniel Irving called for a full and impartial investigation into his death. 19-year-old Lucas Roper has been charged with tampering with evidence after admitting to Dallas police.
Let me make sure that I highlight his face. right? Because mainstream media is paying attention to what we got going on over here, family. They watching. Mainstream media is watching. The Sambo class is watching. And I want you guys to really pay attention to what you are listening to when they read out this autopsy report, right? This young man right here, this devil right here, seen Daniel Irvin drown. I think he played a part in it, allegedly. I think he drowned Daniel Irvin, in my opinion, allegedly. But this devil right here took Daniel Irvin's clothes off, family, threw him on a tree, deleted all contact with Daniel Irvin inside of Daniel's phone. Didn't even want to render. He couldn't even call 911 to help Daniel out. Didn't even call the mother. He took Daniel's phone, threw it in the ditch, drove away. But as April Chapman like to say, hey, we shouldn't be cautious or worry about when you be around white people and have white friends. You should focus on what's going on in Chicago. But take a real good look at this guy right here. Because these are the type of individuals that the mainstream media like to prop up, like they like to protect. Just like Austin Metcalf, right? A young man that was known for being a bully and violent, being arrested for racist graffiti. These are the white boys that the mainstream media like to prop up and they don't want to talk about. Why Daniel Irvin is not blasted all over social media right now? Because it doesn't fit their narrative, family. There's a black victim by the hands of a white boy. Fox News can't cover that. Officer Tatum can't cover that. Rock-faced Megyn Kelly can't cover this, family. They can't cover it.
He panicked after Irving drowned. Detectives say Roper discarded Irving's clothes and deleted all communications with Irving on his cell phone. Investigators also say Roper and another minor suspect threw Irving's cell phone into a ditch. The autopsy
threw Irving's cell phone into a ditch, right? And family, you gotta, like I said, I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna take our time, family. We gotta slow cook this. We have to cover these cases. Because if we don't, family, who will? If we don't talk about Daniel Irvin, family, who will? They not gonna talk about Daniel Irvin. They don't give a damn about Daniel Irvin. Because Daniel Irvin ain't out here in Chicago riding around with a Draco. Daniel Irvin was on his way to the military to serve this country. Daniel Irvin was an honor roll student. Daniel Irvin didn't have a criminal record. Daniel Irvin went out here beating up on white people. He wasn't doing none of that. So you have to ask the question, family. Why Fox News not talking about this? Why Megyn Kelly, Officer Tatum, why you not going down there interviewing this family? When that white boy and that other young juvenile took this boy's phone, threw it in a ditch and drove away and left that boy for dead. And these are your white friends, ladies and gentlemen. These are your white friends.
Cell phone into a ditch. The autopsy report saying the drowning was an accident and concluded that after police interviewed the two other individuals with Irving, and despite initial suspicions, there are no current suspicions of foul play.
Police have since interviewed these individuals, right? And despite suspicions, there are no current suspicions of foul play. Do y'all believe that, family? Do y'all believe that? This guy admitted to deleting communications and text messages and call logs out of Daniel Irvin's phone. This is the autopsy report that just been released, family. This is the autopsy that just been released of Daniel Irvin. The reason why so many people don't know about Daniel Irvin, because they don't talk about cases like this. Me being a part of black media, I have to. It's my duty to speak about cases like this. We have to make sure that we discuss stuff like this. Because Daniel Irvin deserves justice. The police, after interviewing those two white boys and they admitting to stripping Daniel Irving clothes off. Why would they do that? Delete all communications with him. Sounds like Nolan Wells. Take his phone, throw it in the disk, drive off. Don't call 911 for Daniel Irving. That's the least they could have done for their black friend, right? It's they black friend. No foul play.
If it was your child, would you say it was an accidental death, or would you say it was a murder?
Dallas police said last week, as with any active criminal investigation, detectives evaluate information as it is received and will continue to follow the facts where they lead. The Dallas County DA telling NBC5 Monday it does not comment on pending cases. The Dallas County Medical Examiner report saying should further information come to light in the future, the cause and/or manner of death may be amended. Attorneys for Irving's mother said they have no comment on the findings of the autopsy report or if their calls for an independent investigation include an independent autopsy.
They have to have an independent autopsy. Benjamin Crump is now on the case. This family, like I said, family, this is the autopsy report of the Daniel Irving case that the mainstream media refuses to cover. We have to cover this. We have to talk about this. We have to make sure that Daniel Irving get justice. This was not an incident. This was not an accident. This was not an accidental drowning. Because if this was a simple accidental drowning, that white boy, this guy right here, if it was an accidental drowning, family, this white boy right here would have just said, hey, this was an accidental drowning. Can you guys come send help? He could have called 911 on his phone so that Daniel Irving can have a fighting chance at life, to save his life. Daniel Irving, family, was one of our best. And they wonder why we pissed off right now. They wonder why we are pissed off right now, family. Because what you mean, accidental drowning? This guy was a part of the swim team. He was a lifeguard. All of a sudden, he jumped in the lake and he accidental drowned. But these two individuals didn't drown. They made it out. This guy, Lucas, right here, who's being charged for tampering with evidence. He's not being charged with the unaliving because it's an accidental drowning, family. He's not being charged with the unaliving of Daniel Irving when they know it. They know it. So I hope Benjamin Crump get an independent autopsy on this case, because Daniel Irving deserved better than this. Daniel Irving had a bright future ahead of him, family. He was one of our best. Mainstream media don't want to cover this because look at your screen right now. That's the villain. They're not going to talk about that. They're not going to touch this right here. Maybe if Daniel Irving had a rap sheet, maybe if he had a criminal record robbing and stealing or in Chicago shooting up innocent black people, maybe they'll cover that so they can have some reason to talk about it by saying, hey, he was a criminal. Look at his background. We don't care nothing about this guy. But when we tell these people, hey, Warren and his family, his friend group, Nolan's friend group, left Nolan on the island by himself, kept his phone on the boat. Everybody pointing fingers to myself. Oh, Nolan with this girl. This girl said, no, she last seen him with Warren him. Everybody pointing the fingers at every goddamn body. But we still ask the question, family. What happened to Nolan? Nobody know that. Officer Tatum chopping up these goddamn interviews, talk about how he going to expose the truth. Disrespecting the mother, disrespecting the family. But Officer Tatum, you have yet to present any evidence of what happened to Nolan Wells. Nothing. Just trying to protect white supremacists and soften up anti-black racism. That's what you're trying to do over there, sir. But it won't work. Your boot licking is not enough. I just want to let the white supremacists know this out there, right? We are going to drown out your Sambo class. They are useless. Their voices mean nothing to us. You can have Officer Tatum coming out here, tap dancing, screaming, yelling, doing all this shit. That's not going to do nothing to the family. I don't think y'all really understand how fucking serious that we is right now when it comes to our people. We are dead fucking serious. And when I seen this autopsy being released, family, I knew it. I knew they was going to rule this death a accidental drowning. As always. The same thing they trying to do with Nolan Wills. Even though no evidence, no proof, by the way. The sheriff want to come out tomorrow. I don't see no foul play. The mayor coming out. Hey, it doesn't look like no foul play to me. But let's talk about Al Sharpton and Benjamin fucking Crump. They pulled Nolan Wells' body out of that lake on July 6th. We almost 3 weeks in. Nobody still know what happened to Nolan. The sheriff department down there interviewed over 60 fucking people. Nobody know nothing. The district attorney coming out. Oh, we just don't want to, impede on our investigation about, exposing what we got going on. I understand it, ma'am. But at the end of the day, why did your sheriff come out and say he doesn't expect any foul play? Why is the fucking mayor coming out talking about, I don't see no foul play, when the autopsy, Dr. Turner, hasn't released any information to even give the public any type of acknowledgement to say that this was a drowning? Everybody just said, hey, Nolan Wells drowned. He was drunk. He wanted to stay behind. Yeah, of course. By himself, no ride home, 10 miles away from the fucking land. But yeah, somehow he drowned. Salute to AQ coming in with a $5 super chat. We must demand a bill of protection and changes in the judicial system, the justice system, for these Democrats who will seek our vote. Notice the Democrats are real quiet. And thank you so much, AQ, for the $5 super chat. And I'm glad you said something about that. Because the Democrats will be the same people out here calling us stupid, telling us we need to go vote. But my thing is, what are we voting for? We need hate crime bills out here. Why we don't have a hate crime bill? Every time we bring them up, they talk about the moon, Saturn, stars, immigrants. And this is why we voting for the couch. This is why black people are choosing to be radical, because I'm radical. I'm radical about my people. When I see shit like this piss me off. Because this white boy they know goddamn well this white boy did something to Daniel Irving family. He did something. He did something. Because if he was innocent, family, an innocent person, right? If he see his friend body sitting there lifeless. Hold on. Let me get in the big screen because I really want you guys to see me. If this was truly his friend, and I want you guys to really picture this in your mind. This guy, Daniel Irving's body was laying there lifeless. The first thing that this boy did was take his clothes off. Please explain to me, how do this register in your mind? And I need the family to help me on this. How do this register in your mind that when you see your black friend on the ground lifeless, the first thing you think is, hey, let me take his fucking clothes off. Let me throw his clothes on a tree. And let me get his cell phone and delete all communication that we got together, even though we've been friends. We are friends. We childhood friends, like y'all saying in the Nolan Wells case. Warren is his best friend. Warren ain't shed one fucking tear. Warren didn't go to the funeral. Warren been quiet this whole 2.5 weeks. But hey, that's his white friend. Delete all communications with Daryl. Take Daryl's phone, throw it in the ditch, and drive the fuck off. And he's been charged with tampering with evidence. Autopsy report just been released. No foul play. Accidental drowning. Accidental drowning. Salute to the family. Salute to the team. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my channel members. Shout out to Budweiser coming in with the $2 super chat. I am from Mississippi. This is bullshit. Absolutely, Budweiser. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. But I just want to say, rest in peace to Daniel Irvin. I am going to make sure that I stay on this case, because I hope Benjamin Crump, that's been assigned to this case, get an independent autopsy so we can really see what happened to Daniel Irvin, because he deserved better than this. He was a young 18-year-old black young male on his way to achieve greatness. And they think we is about to continue to sit on the sideline and watch them take out our best. I won't be quiet about it. Yes, I am going to be radical. Yes, I am going. All of the shaming words that you have in your clip, you might as well go and empty them out. Empty the clip, because I am him. Yeah, that's me. Rest in peace to Daniel Irvin. As soon as I know anything else about this case, I will bring it to the forefront of the family and we will discuss this. Like I said, family, we don't discuss it, nobody will. Nobody will. We have to highlight this story, especially if you're a part of black media. I get it. We have to talk about the most trending topic stories. I get all that. But these Black Lives Matter too. These young black men matter too. They not going to talk about them, family. Daniel Irvin is not trending. Daniel Irvin ain't blasted all over social media right now. He's not. Just another black boy dead and gone. But not on my watch. Not on my watch. So again, rest in peace to Daniel Irvin. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the team. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my channel members. Shout out to my new subscribers. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. Glad to have you. Thank you guys so much. So the next case I'd like to talk about, family, before we get into the Nolan Wells audio. A 13-year-old missing black child has been found unalive. His name is Daryl Larry. Evidence shown he was stabbed and drowned hours after arriving at a Republican politician's home in South Carolina. Let me repeat this, just in case the people in the back didn't hear me. Evidence shown that 13-year-old Daryl Martinez Larry was stabbed and drowned hours, not minutes, not seconds, hours after arriving at a Republican politician home in South Carolina, family. South Carolina. 13 years old. And the picture that you are looking at right now is, look at him. Look at that demon right there. But do you see Daryl Martinez Larry? Rest in peace to my dear brother. Bless your soul, young brother. Don't worry. I will talk about you. I will highlight you, young man. Don't worry. Your big brother got you. 13 years old, drowned and stabbed. Family, drowned and stabbed. Daniel Irvin, accidental drowning. Daryl Martinez Larry, drowned and stabbed. Nolan Wells, body picked up out of the lake. I think it's okay to say, family, that we deserve to be radical, right? We deserve to be radical. But let's get into the story, though. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hold on. Before we do that.
There was another murder.
Before we do that, right? Before we do that, let me play the news clip. Let me play the news clip so we can get some context to this, because we got to have context.
Foster. Tonight, we're learning more about the foster home 13-year-old Daryl Lowry was in just before he was killed. The McCormick County Board of Commission Chair Bernie Hamby says the 3 teens were staying in his Modoc Shores foster home. Authorities say Lowry was drowned by 17-year-old Landon Moore on Monday after a fight involving a 16-year-old. Moore was denied bond. Hamby says he's fostered more than 300 boys in 13 years, but now he says he can't do it anymore. Tonight,
why would you foster over 300 boys? Why would you do that? Who would allow one individual to foster 300 boys? How is that even possible? Why would the state allow that? Why would the state of South Carolina allow that? But I want you guys to take a real good look at this picture right here on your screen right now, because I don't want nobody to misconstrue my words and say, hey, I'm just playing a race card, which I am, by the way. Surprise, surprise. Look at this white devil to your right-hand side, family. Tell me what you see.
your Liz Owens breaks down what we've learned from him.
The water is still at Modoc Shores. It's the kind of quiet people come looking for when life gets too loud, a place apart from the rush and worry. Bernie Hamby says that's why more than a decade ago, he opened the door of his home to teen boys who needed somewhere safe. And tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the McCormick County Council chairman about something very public that rocked his private life. In a statement he sent us today, he writes, "I've been fostering boys who needed a gentle place to land during the hardest times of their lives. The door of my home has been open to their trauma, their pain, and their need for some sense of normalcy." Monday morning, Hamby says he woke up to investigators arresting 2 teens in his care, ages 16 and 17, after deputies say they found the body of a 3rd child he was fostering, 13-year-old Daryl Lowry, by the water. The arrest warrant lays out what investigators say happened. The 16-year-old and 17-year-old against the 13-year-old. A knife comes out, the 13-year-old is stabbed, and then the 2 older teens held Daryl Lowry underwater until he stopped breathing.
Did you guys hear that? 16, 17-year-old white teens stab our young brother Daryl Martinez Lowry, threw his body in the lake, held him down until he no longer can breathe. This white Republican man said his doors is open to the foster care system because these young boys need somewhere to stay. Yeah, that could be true. But, sir, why in the hell would you foster that many goddamn people and you don't have your eyes on what's going on? How could this even happen on your property, sir? How? Why is this story not blasted all on social media right now? A 13-year-old child, by the way, family. 13 years old, stabbed to death. Threw his body in the lake, held him down until he can no longer breathe. At the house of the white man. At the hands of these white devils. But hey, family, again, let's not make everything about race.
Until he stopped breathing. Bernie's statement continues. Never in a million years did I think that this kind of violence would ever touch a place of so much joy.
Yeah, right.
My heart is shattered over what was done to Daryl. You can never know what a person, even a child, is fully capable of. In the worst of ways, I've now seen how evil people can be. Hamby tells us the Department of Social Services called him for emergency placement of all 3 teens. He tells us he's in his 70s and stopped fostering, but he says he agreed to take the boys because it was an emergency. In South Carolina, DSS doesn't remove kids from a home. Only law enforcement or a family court judge can take a child into emergency.
No, I don't think it was 300 at one time. I think it was 300 total. Like, he'll get like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Like, in this particular case, he's 70 years old. He cannot parent nobody. He said he stopped fostering kids because he's getting too old. And the only reason why he fostered those 3 children, those 2 white boys and young Daryl, is because it was an emergency. And I'm trying to understand, why would the state do that Why would the state give him 3 teenage young boys at his age, knowing goddamn well that he's in no type of state to even parent teenage boys or even watch over them? This is very disgusting. I believe he should be charged. The state of South Carolina need to be held responsible for this too, because this is ridiculous.
Protective custody. Hamby says Daryl came to him on Friday after he ran away from his home in Chester. Earlier this month, police asked for the public's help when Daryl went missing. They later updated the post saying he had been safely located. Bernie tells us Daryl came to him after that post. He also says the 13-year-old was supposed to go back home to Chester on Monday, the day he lost his life. In McCormick County, Liz Owens, News 12.
Tomorrow, there's a Justice for Daryl event planned to start at 7 o'clock at the Chester County Courthouse.
Rest in peace to our dear brother, our young brother, Daniel Martinez Larry. May you rest in peace, young brother. I will do what I can to make sure that we keep your name alive, because you matter, young brother. You matter. When I look up and I look at the mainstream media landscape, I don't see Daryl's name. I don't see Daniel Irvin's name. I don't see their name anywhere, because these are black victims. When it's black victims by the hands of these white supremacists, these white devils, everybody go radio silent. I don't see nothing. I don't see no evil here. You would think that stories like this should go viral. This is a 13-year-old child that had his whole life ahead of him, taken away by these white devils like this guy. They're 17 years old and a 16-year-old. I'm pretty sure they're not going to release his photo yet because he's a juvenile. But our young brother Daryl lost his life, stabbed to death, thrown in the lake, drowned till he can no longer breathe. But we don't have a hate crime bill yet. This is a hate crime. And when people say, hey, let's not make everything about race. You know, when people say that, family, when people say, yeah, can you find me evidence that this Nolan Wells case, like Officer Tatum, for an example, family, Officer Tatum out here saying, hey, prove it that this has anything to do with race. See, what Officer Tatum got in his mind, right? Because he think we stupid. See, Officer Tatum think racism is just blunt out, like holding a fucking picket sign saying, hey, N-word this, I hate black people. No, Officer Tatum, racism is very subtle. It's passive aggressive. It's dog whistle. It's systematic. You should know that. You be over there with them people. You experienced this, by the way. You ain't squeaky clean over there advocating for these white supremacists. They have gave you your wake up. Don't get it twisted by a long shot. Officer Tatum has got his Negro wake up call for sure many times. That's why he have to make sure that he goes so hard at attacking us, so that he can get back in their good graces. That's why he don't hold them accountable. He don't hold white people accountable. He bet not. If he want to continue to make money on this platform, he know what he know exactly who he need to point at. Because he was once a police officer. You can just imagine how he treated black people. He was a lowlife, a loser. So he said, you know what? I need to find me a way up out of this. Hey, the money glitch. Talk shit about black people. Kiss the ass of the white supremacists. Soften up white people racism. Put a black face to their racism. Put a black face to their anti-black talking points. And then I can make millions. Because I want to hold black people accountable every fucking day, but I have no solution for black people because I don't care about them. So it changed from trying to find justice for Nolan Wells to let's attack black people. Let's attack the family now. Because I'm all out of options. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to swing this case to try to defend white supremacists. Attack the mother. That's a good idea. That's what I do. Let's attack the mother. Because I really don't give a damn about Nolan, right? This is Officer Tatum. I didn't go down there to Mississippi to interview these boys to try to get evidence that Nolan was unalive. or try to make it seem like these boys are criminals and suspects. No, I came here to defend white supremacists and soften up their anti-black racism. That's what I came to do. But it won't work. It won't fucking work. So again, I want to say rest in peace to our brother, Daryl Martinez Larry. May he rest in peace. Rest on, little bro. Rest on. Rest on. Your name will not be forgotten. I will make sure that I do my job over here participating in black media is to talk about your case. Any updates on his case, I will inform the family and we will address it. Shout out to Jackson coming in with the $5 super chat. Did you hear about what happened in Austin, Texas? A unarmed 17-year-old child got killed multiple shots by police. I haven't heard about that, but thank you so much for letting me know about that, Jackson. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Shout out to Meal Dog coming in with the $2 super chat. Waiting for Tatum in April to spin the narrative. Ooh, you already know they about to do that, Meal Dog. You already know that's coming. Thank you so much to Meal Dog for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much to Jackson for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have rage, family. Yeah, I have rage. When I come on my platform every day, I am enraged. I'm enraged to highlight my people. I'm enraged to defend my family. I'm enraged to defend y'all. This is what my platform for. All those talking points and narrative, you can exit stage left with that bullshit. Our young brother need justice.
Board of Commission Chair Bernard Bond.
This 13-year-old child right here, this is somebody's child. His family left him. He don't have nobody, family. This young 13-year-old child, Daryl Martinez Larry, don't have family. He don't have support. He has nobody speaking up for him. There's no celebrity attorney on this case. None of that. So we have to highlight this because we are black mainstream media now. We have our own platforms. We can highlight our people and make sure that we shine light on them. Because when it's a black victim, silence. Silence. But again, rest in peace to Daniel Irvin. May you get justice, young man. I'm going to continue to be vocal about you, Daniel. Rest on, my dear brother. Rest on. Job well done, Daniel Irvin. Job well done. Rest in peace. To our young brother, Daryl Martinez Larry. Job well done, young man. May your soul rest. I got it from here. But salute to the family, salute to the team. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this evening. I am honored to host y'all on this evening. We are just getting started, family. We have a lot of things that we have to discuss on this live stream. I am focused. I am laser sharp focused. I didn't come here to play no fucking games with nobody. The gaslighting, it's not going to work. And I want black people, family, I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to be extremely proud of yourself because we are the reason why they are attacking us right now. We are the reason why they are sending their Sambo class out here to go to the full extent to try to change the narrative of the Nolan Wells case. We is the reason. Because black media is exposing the lies. Black media is united right now. Black people is united. You is not about to shine some dangly, shiny toy over here and say, oh, Chicago, black on black crime on Chicago. No, we like right here. Warren, Watt, Tracy, all you motherfuckers down there in Mississippi, we keeping our eye on you. So you can take your shiny toy over here and your talking points and your stereotypes and shove them up your ass. All the way up your ass. Salute to the lovely Tory experience coming in with the $2 super chat. I for a whole bloodline. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you 1,000%, Tory. 1,000%. Thank you so much, the Tory experience, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But there's one more thing that I want to cover on this Daryl case, right? This alleged drowning
of a black child in Modoc, South Carolina, and nobody is talking about it. Major media outlets won't bring it up. And I would like to help bring attention to this because Daryl's life had value. If the roles had been reversed and a white child had been stabbed and drowned by two black children, it would be all over the globe. This is Daryl Lowry. He had recently been placed in the...
Hey, guys. So we got the trolls in the building, right? And family, like I always tell you guys, the trolls are welcome over here. They welcome over here. It's certain days when my mood switch up, you know, they got to pay a fee, but they welcome over here. Let them chimp out in the comment section. This is what I want them to do. Because when Black Daddy put belt to ass, they lose their mind.
Hey, Daddy!
So Mr. Jeffrey over here got to lose his mind because this is too much accountability over here. And he's using the same tired talking points, same outdated talking points, family. I told you, when they don't have an argument, they point at black people in Chicago. But not these young white children that these white men can't keep their hands off of. You know what? Let's talk about black on black crime in Chicago. So, hey, the trolls, thank you for joining me on this evening. I am glad to host you. Have a good time. I want you to have a good time this evening. Buckle up. Stick around. I don't know how long you're going to stick around because this is going to be too much smoke for you while Black Daddy putting belt to ass.
Hey, Daddy!
But I welcome you. Welcome to the show. You guys show up every single day like clockwork because y'all are obsessed with this black excellence over here. Look at my chat right now. Look at all those beautiful black people right there. Powerful, united black people. Yeah, they want to be amongst these, family. So don't take them serious. Don't take what they saying. Listen to me. They have no life unless they be around us. They have no life unless they talk about us. We is the secret sauce. We are the money glitch. Nobody make money in these YouTube sectors unless they talk about the chosen ones, which is us. So, trolls, I want you to enjoy the show this evening. Stick around. Glad to have you. Shout out to Grandman coming in with the $5 super chat. Mississippi need to be investigated for a RICO. They too organized. Organized, on code, all of that. I agree with you 1,000% on that. Absolutely. Absolutely they do. But we are going to continue to shed light on them, Grandman. Don't worry. Once we start talking, they can run away with the bullshit that they doing. As soon as we get distracted with Chicago and all these, that's when they can run off in the wind with lynching us, getting away with this bullshit. That's why we got to stay focused, Grandman. Stay on code. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Shout out to One Dean coming in with the $2 super chat. Didn't say none, just showing love. Thank you so much, One Dean. You are the real MVP. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to the trolls. Hope you guys having a good time on this evening.
Hey, Daddy!
Home of Bernie Hamby, who is a county council chairman and runs a foster care out of his home. Apparently, he was fast asleep on the day or the morning that this occurred when Daryl was stabbed and held underwater by two of his foster children. And I use the term children loosely because one of them is 17. This is the mugshot of one of them, the 17-year-old. His name is Landon Austin Moore. He and another juvenile stabbed Daryl Lowry and then drowned him, holding him underwater, and then left his body floating in the water at the dock.
Left his body floating in the water in the dock, on the dock after they stabbed our dear brother Daryl. took him inside of the lake, drowned him, and left his body right there to float. 13-year-old child, by the way. 13-year-old child. He's not getting news coverage. He's not going viral. Officer Tatum is not breaking down an interview clip 15 goddamn times to talk about it. Let's keep going.
Again, I want you to imagine if the roles were reversed, how this would be handled in the media. Daryl's life had value, and there were people that loved him. His life circumstances weren't great, but he was loved, and he wanted to go home. If the state is going to take children away from their parents, and sometimes it's necessary, and then the state fails you in protecting you, and the foster parent fails in protecting you, accountability must be paid.
Absolutely. And that's what we're going to do over here on this platform is make sure that we hold this racist justice system accountable. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We are 1.2K strong in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much for your support. Shout out to my new subscribers. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. We don't play games over here. We are dead fucking serious about what we talk about over here. So guys, family, please don't get distracted by the trolls. I want them over here, family. I attract them. It's a reason why they over here, family.
Hey, Daddy!
It's a reason why they over here. They over here for a fucking reason. Because they want to see Black Daddy put belt to ass every single time. Those outdated stereotypes won't work. The talking points won't work. None of that shit won't work. And this is where they get a dose of reality at over here on my platform. So don't mind them. Laugh at them. Laugh at them. Matter of fact, let's give them a round of applause for joining us on this evening. Shout out to the trolls. Welcome to Black Excellence over here, where you will get held accountable. But again, I want to say rest in peace to our dear brother Daryl Martinez Larry. Rest in peace, young brother. Rest in peace to Daniel Irvin. I will make sure that I keep your name alive, family. But shout out to you guys. Let's get the likes up, family. Let's get the likes up. Let's do God's work. Let's get the likes up. Let's do God's work. Because I'm dead serious. Hey, Q tripping off the sound effect. Hey, Q, I had to get that sound effect for them. Hey, Q, I had to find some type of sound effect for the trolls. Hey, Q, because they over here every fucking day. Over here, I'm like, okay, let me find something for them. Specifically for them. Because they are obsessed with your boy. You hear me? They obsessed with the family. They obsessed with the family. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do that. All right, family. So I want to go over this audio that's been released that a lot of people on mainstream media has yet to release, right? TMZ played a little snippet. A lot of, mainstream media people play snippets of it. But this is the whole thing. And what we heard in this audio, the YT community and the mainstream media is trying to act like we can't hear what the fuck we heard, right? It's always something wrong with us. It's always us pulling for straws, like grasping at something because we want to make something about race. This is how you know we are closer and closer to the truth. Once the name calling start to increase, the shaming tactics start to increase, Officer Tatum out here chopping down 50 fucking interviews start to increase because they want to change the narrative of this case. It's not about what happened to Nolan. It's all about, hey, Nolan's mother is trying to come up off her son's death. Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton is trying to come up off this young boy's death. The governor came out and said, hey, Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton is trying to start a racial divide. Really? The state of Mississippi, one of the most racist states in the history of this country, got the nerve to say Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump is making a division in this case. Let me just say this for the record. We have never been united with you motherfuckers. Never. Okay? So it's not Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton that's doing it. We doing it. You done it. You just mad because we keeping the focus solely on those white boys that went into hiding. And everything that's been said in this live stream that we're about to cover is alleged, by the way. I cannot confirm or deny what's about to be played on this audio. YouTube. So let's get it, family. Let's get the likes up.
Well, it seems as though we may finally be getting answers about what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells. The phone call to Cito was released yesterday, and although the caller appeared panicked and focused on keeping the boat from sinking, there seems to be much more happening in the background. If you listen closely, you can seemingly hear passengers calling Nolan's name, even though the public has been told that Nolan never made it back onto the boat. You can also
salute to Natty Boy coming in with the $10 super chat. Thank you for keeping the community informed and their accountability. New sub here. We live rent free in their heads, not the reverse. Thank you so much for being a part of the team, being a part of the family. Your voice is needed over here. Your energy is needed over here. We are more strong. We are more united than ever, Natty Boy. And you joining the family makes us even stronger. Thank you for your $10 super chat. I appreciate you.
Also hear what sounds like someone asking whether he is dead and another person telling Wyatt to check his chest. There is so much happening in this call, and what we appear to hear does not match the account Warren gave during his interview. This audio may also help answer several major questions. Why did the group suddenly say they no longer needed assistance? Why did we see them leave the boat launch near Eli Jax's home but never saw them return?
And this is a good question because Officer Tatum played this in his part 2 interview with the suspect and thug Warren Hudson, by the way. He played the video clip of them driving off in a boat, but he never played the video of them returning. That boat came back to the dock. Why you didn't drop that video, Officer Tater Tot? Because you over there talking about, y'all gonna apologize. I'm gonna expose the truth. Y'all gonna... Why you didn't play the video clip of them returning to land? Where's that video footage?
And why was there a quick detour involving the allegedly sinking boat after they docked, taking it from Jax's house to Fort Bayou? Investigators, either critical details are being overlooked or the public has not been given the complete story. The audio is already authenticated, and if the background statements that I've interpreted are correct, then we are demanding immediate investigation, clear answers, and several arrests. Let's go.
To connect you.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Let me guess. We deaf, family. We ain't heard that. Family, we did not hear that. You heard one fish, two fish, blue fish, yellow fish. That's what y'all heard, family. Stop lying like you heard somebody say he's dead. Stop trying to push this racial division, family. It's y'all the reason why we ain't getting justice for Nolan, because even though y'all just heard this young lady say he's dead, y'all out here stating the truth. But what y'all actually heard was one fish, blue fish, yellow fish, green fish. That's what you heard. Let's get the likes up, family. No Nolan.
Cito Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
Wake the fuck up. And I told you guys this from the jump. When it first came out about this audio, right? It wasn't in detail like this. It was just a 911 dispatch call. I said, family, that's their alibi. That's their alibi. Right? They want to make sure that they cross all I's and dot all T's. That's why they call their 911 dispatcher and then cancel the towing. That was their alibi. They wanted a timestamp of where they was at, what happened. Because if you hear on the voice call, we sinking, you can hear his words slurring. Devilish behavior, what they did to our brother Nolan, and we are going to make sure that we expose it. We're not crazy. We're not dumb. We're not none of that. You can't gaslight us. We know exactly what we're hearing on this audio. Let's keep going, family.
Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd you say? Hey.
He can't even pay attention to the dispatcher because he over there looking at what's going on with Nolan. She said, hey, can you give me, she's trying to get information from them. He said her turned around looking at everybody yelling like, Nolan, get up. Is he dead? He's so goddamn focused on what's going on in the boat and not even talking to the dispatcher. Red fish, blue fish, green fish, yellow fish.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Yeah, he's lying. He's going down now. All of this is a lie. He can't focus because what he's witnessing right there, what's going on with Nolan, and all of this is alleged, by the way, YouTube, allegedly. He can't even focus on the question. How much water in the boat? I don't know. We just sinking. I don't know what's going on. We just going down. See, he's trying to call this 911 dispatch about a alleged sinking. Nothing is sinking, family. They over there unaliving Nolan. It's some shit that's going on with Nolan on that boat, and he can't keep focused on that 911 dispatch call. He can't even answer her questions directly. How much boat in the water? Is ankle? Is to my waist? It's about 2 inches of water in the boat. None of that. I don't know. We just sinking. Let me replay that.
Can you give me a description? Ankles.
She said, can you give me a description? Ankles. That's a great description, right, family? That should be easy. Yeah, it's by my ankles, it's by my foot, it's by my knee. That should be easy to answer, right? Let's see if he gonna answer this. This is what, by the way?
What'd you say? Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
We just sinking. We just going down now. I don't know. She asked you, sir, was it going up to your ankles? You could have said, no, it's not. It's not that deep. Water is inside of the boat, probably like a couple inches. It's not that much, but we are experiencing water in the boat. This guy said, I don't know. I just know that we're going down. You're not going down. You're still alive. You're not going down because y'all canceled the towing. You're not down because y'all made it to y'all destination. You're not going down because y'all moved that boat about 6 fucking times after this 911 dispatch call. You're not going down, motherfucker. You're distracted of what's going on with Nolan on that boat. That's what it is.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir?
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like, guaranteed. I don't have the tag
unless
on
you
here.
have a membership number.
Somebody said Warren in the background. Warren stated in that interview with Officer Tater Tot that he rode back home in a different boat. Warren stated in the interview that he rode home in a different boat. He said, me and Nolan rode there together. Then I got in my buddy boat. Right? Because my boy Watt had the boat. So I hopped in another boat and went home. But somebody's calling Warren's name right here on this boat. And this is Watt, by the way, that's on the 911 dispatch call. Let's keep going, family.
Heard anything? It's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Red fish, blue fish, yellow fish, green fish. Family, can y'all stop playing games like y'all heard them scream Nolan names in the background? Can y'all please stop doing detective work? Can you guys please stop being so unified and pointing a magnifying glass at Mississippi and exposing these liars and these devils for who they truly is? Can y'all stop, please? Y'all didn't hear Watt can barely stay focused on a simple 911 call when she asking him simple basic questions. How much water in the boat? Is it ankle level? I don't know. We're just going down. Is he dead? Hey, Warren. Yeah, we heard this shit clearly in the background. But y'all pulling the race card, black people. Shame on you. Those innocent white boys didn't have nothing to do with this. Those were Nolan Wells' best friends. How dare y'all accuse these innocent white boys of doing anything to Nolan? Even though they didn't go to the funeral, they didn't do no press conference, and to put the icing on the cake, this lady here conducted and constructed the whole interview with Warren. Ashley Cole commented on one of Officer Tatum posts, message you, please read. But let's not make this about race. Ashley Cole said that she was good friends with Kristen. So what this tells me is, and I don't know what Ashley Cole would do this because she knows social media is going to snipe everything you do. She conducted this interview. She reached out to him saying, hey, can you interview my stepson, my piece of shit racist of an unalived stepson, and make him look good to the public view and try to confuse black people and make it seem like he's innocent and didn't have nothing to do with it? Officer Tatum, yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir, boss. I got you. Black people don't like me no way, so it's no problem for me to tap dance for you, madam. Absolutely. Whatever you want me to do. Let's have a full scripted out interview, a bunch of jump cuts, a bunch of edits, no real evidence, no physical evidence, just a testimony of Warren trying to clear his face. No emotion about his dead black friend that's only been under live for less than 3 weeks. But let me sit in this hour-long interview and show zero emotion, no tears, but you fear for your safety about going to the funeral of your dead black friend. But you want to make sure that you separate yourself from every situation on that island. In that interview, Warren wanted to make sure, I don't know. I had about 2 conversations with Nolan. He was over there. He was over there. I was over here. I was doing that. He made sure that he separated himself away from Nolan through that whole entire interview. Salute to the Tory Experience coming in with the $5 super chat. These pale claims to have created civilization but sound like some classic Hills Have Eyes Perkerwood. Hilarious, delusional pilgrims. You know what? I think they live off delusional, the Tory Experience. They live off that. They live up. That's how they survive. This is how they get through life. Tory Experience. They get through life being delusional. They get through life lying. This is how they get through life. Right? Gaslighting, lying. That's it. Shout out to the trolls. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Daddy!
Thank you guys for being here. And while the trolls coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button. Become a channel member, trolls. You are here faithfully every single day watching Black Daddy put belt to ass. The least you can do is be faithful to your trollness. Be committed. Show me how committed you is with your trolling. Become a channel member right now. I dare you. Show up. You here every day. You could just be on the outside watching. Just like the rest of the mainstream media watching right now. All the trolls out here, all the Sambos is on the outside watching Black Daddy put belt to ass right now.
Hey, Daddy!
The least you can do is become a channel member. Shout out to Nathaniel coming in with the $5 super chat. What's up, family? Happy Sunday. I heard the full audio, bro. These guys are sick. They killed Nolan. Absolutely. Absolutely they did. And they won't get away with it. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. Thank you so much for being a supporter. Thank you so much for being a voice over here. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. Salute to you for always contributing to the platform. Salute to the family. Salute to the team. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. Salute to you guys. I am honored to host you guys on this evening. I didn't come here to play. But I did came here to troll the trolls.
Hey, Daddy!
Trolls, since y'all be here so dedicated, I made sure that I got your own sound just dedicated to you guys. Because y'all faithful over here. Thank you guys so much for showing up every single day. You love it here. I know. You missed the audio? Don't worry, Jerome. I got you. It ain't nothing for us to play this back. Let's play it back.
It seems as though we may finally be getting answers about what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells. The phone call to Cito was released yesterday, and although the caller appeared panicked and focused on keeping the boat from sinking, there seems to be much more happening in the background. If you listen closely, you can seemingly hear passengers calling Nolan's.
Salute to BG coming in with the $5 super chat. On the small call with the woman, when she speaks to the captain, he says he spoke with the granddad. Owner of the boat said boards are okay, don't need help. I am going to go over that in just a second. Thank you so much, BG, coming in with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Let's get it.
His name, even though the public has been told that Nolan never made it back onto the boat, you can also hear.
Yes, absolutely. Nobody knows. I am replaying it right now for you guys. Let's get it.
It sounds like someone asking whether he is dead and another person telling Wyatt to check his chest. There is so much happening in this call, and what we appear to hear does not match the account Warren gave during his interview. This audio may also help answer several major questions. Why did the group suddenly say they no longer needed assistance? Why did we see them leave the boat launch near Eli Jax's home but never saw them return? And why was there a quick detour involving the allegedly sinking boat after they docked, taking it from Jax's house to Fort Bayou? Investigators, either critical details are being overlooked or the public has not been given the complete story. The audio is already authenticated, and if the background statements that I've interpreted are correct, then we are demanding immediate investigation, clear answers, and several arrests. Let's go.
Connect you.
Is he dead? We heard that very clearly, family. Very clear. We didn't hear red fish, blue fish, yellow fish, purple fish. We heard, is he dead? Shout out to Terry Boyd for becoming a channel member. Shout out to you, Terry. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You are needed over here. The team is only getting stronger over here. It's only so much silence that they can, bro, I'm telling you, we are making waves out here, family. We are only getting stronger. We are only getting powerful. We are only getting united. We are building an army over here. And I want the trolls to really sit down and pay attention. You don't have to chimp out in the comment section so soon. I want you to sit down and enjoy the show. I don't want you to run out your troll material, right? I want you to show up every single day. It's only so many black on black crimes in Chicago talking points that you can use. Take your time with your trolling. I want you here every single day. Maybe I can reform you, right? But shout out to Terry Boyd for becoming a channel member. Thank you so much, bro.
Cito Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me?
Wake the fuck up. Let me replay that for the family.
Y'all please come. We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
Silence. Did you guys hear how long of a silence that was? You have people in the background saying, is he dead? You hear people in the background saying, wake the F up. And now she asking for a description of how much water is in the boat. Is it ankle level? It was a 5-second pause before he can even, because Watt cannot stay focused because of what they doing to Nolan in that boat. Pay attention to this, family. He cannot stay focused. If they was really drowning, you would think that he'll stay focused and listen to the goddamn dispatcher. But he can't because of what they doing to our dear brother Nolan over here. See, you fucked up, Warren. You fucked up. Let's keep going, family. Shout out to Skip Jones. Said he a new subscriber over here. He heard I was a real one. You a real one, bro, for being over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Word coming up, sir. Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Is the
What you say? He cannot pay attention. That is what. Silence.
Hello?
Hey.
Is the yes? How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
She said, "How far is the water is up, sir?" She gave you a description. Is it ankle level? You can say yes, it's to my ankle. No, it's not to my ankle. It's about 1 or 2 inches. We are literally going down in water. He said, I don't know. We're going down. You're not going down, Watt. You made it home. Every last single one of y'all in that boat made it home, but Nolan Wells, our brother. You wasn't going down because you canceled the goddamn tow. So how did you go down when y'all canceled the tow? Which we are going to cover in just a second, because the father was on the guy that was going to tow them said he spoke with the grandfather and he canceled it. Watt can't even be focused because of what's going on over there in the background. Because you think that I would be distracted, family, if my goddamn boat was sinking? You think I'd be distracted? Absolutely not. I will be laser focused on that goddamn call. Ma'am, come get us right fucking now. We going down. What's the water level? Ma'am, I'm in the water. I'm in the goddamn water.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on that count, sir?
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like, guaranteed. I don't have
right.
the
Warren.
Do you have a membership number or anything? It's okay.
It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like, guaranteed. I don't have the tag
Unless
on
you
here.
have a
It got ripped
membership
off.
number.
He don't know the membership number. He don't know nothing. He's operating a boat under the influence, underage drinking. Warren has committed to a crime multiple times in an interview with Officer Tatum, and no arrest warrant has been out for Warren Hutchinson. He's a 18-year-old young man that was drinking illegally, and they need to make sure that they go lock him up. Because why would y'all listen to Warren confess to a crime online and not arrest him for underage drinking? Who provided alcohol for young underage teenagers? Huh? Judge Cole, was it you? Was it you, ma'am? Salute to Legendary Devil coming in with the $5 super chat. They say they found his body fully clothed. Did he have any clothing besides the swim trunks based on the phone call? Is very inconsistent. Exactly, because all pictures we seen, Legendary, with Nolan, he was just in his swim trunks. Who the fuck put clothes on him? Who put clothes on him? Where he get clothes from? Did he had an extra pair of clothes in his book bag? No one said that Nolan had a bag. No bag or clothes was in evidence. And this sounds exactly like the Daniel Irvin case that we just discussed earlier, family. Lucas, the white devil that was arrested for tampering with evidence, took Daniel Irvin's clothes off and threw them on a goddamn tree. Got Daniel Irvin's phone, deleted all communication, threw his phone in the ditch, drove off, left him for dead. Nolan Wells, every picture had on swim trunks. Nobody seen him with a shirt, socks, or any goddamn shoes on. Not even a sock. But he was fully clothed. Hey, Officer Tatum, you forgot to ask him, when did Nolan Wells change clothes? Did he jump off the boat with a backpack? Very interesting. Thank you so much, Legendary, coming in with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that.
Anything? It's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
So you guys heard that audio, right? Now I want to go through the full entire audio with the tow company. They said that he spoke with the grandfather and
reporting live from
okay, Nolan was not fully clothed. Is that true? Nolan was not fully clothed. Okay.
Love Fight Plus News. I'm Janaba.
CTO Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you? Of course. How far is the word coming up, sir?
Breaking news coming out of Mississippi. A little.
Salute to AQ coming in with the $2 super chat. Why Tatum didn't ask Warren who brought the alcohol? Come on, AQ. AQ, come on now. Come on now. Officer Tatum didn't go down there, AQ, for facts, for the truth. He went down there to uphold white supremacists and soften racists. That's what he went down to do. He went down there to defend anti-black racists and white supremacy. He didn't go down there to seek the truth. AQ, come on now. You being too logical, AQ. That's just like telling a logical motherfucker, hey, why you didn't ask him, why would you? Because Officer Tatum condoned it. He said, y'all just a bunch of young kids having a good time drinking with girls. Why are you encouraging young people that's under the age drinking? I thought you was a Christian. You being the elder should have been like, hey, Warren, you know y'all don't supposed to be drinking. And who provided you the alcohol? Who? Did y'all have a fake ID? Did Judge Ashley buy the goddamn alcohol? Did she buy the alcohol? Did Judge Ashley buy the alcohol? That's what I want to know. Salute to AQ coming in with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, bro.
Over 20 days after Nolan Wells' disappearance and death, there now appears to be a major break in the case that the public is finally hearing. Yesterday, we would release an extended version of the audio call his friends would make to the Cito company when they alleged they were having issues with their boat and was sinking.
Okay, how many adults on board?
There are 0 adults on board.
He's so drunk. This lady asked him, how many adults on board? All of y'all grown. Y'all 18 years old. This guy's so drunk out of his fucking mind, he said there are 0 adults on the goddamn boat. Shout out to Keith coming in with the $20 super chat. For those that don't know about a Blange pump work, it was high pressure hose that can be used around the neck of Nolan. This would explain the bruise around his neck and the boat taking on the water with 7 people on a 24-footer. And the bruises behind the head too, Keith. And you got to keep in mind too, Keith, Dr. Turner, she didn't release the neck to the second examiner. She still got the neck. But salute to you, keep coming in with the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question.
Now, this version we shared originally obtained by TMZ would only...
She said, sir, that was not the goddamn question. I asked you how many adults is on the boat. Because we know ain't no kids operating the damn boat. How many adults on the boat? None. Nobody here is over the age of 21. She said, sir, I didn't ask you that stupid ass shit. He's drunk. He's an unaliver. He's a devil.
Capture when you first hear the driver of the boat speak with the operator. Now, late Saturday night, local outlet
Let's get the likes up, family. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the family. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this evening. It is honored to host you guys on this evening. Salute to the family. Salute to my channel members. Salute to the new subscribers. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Let's get the likes up, family. We have to get this out there in the algorithm. We are already suffocating them with the unity. We are already suffocating them with the truth. And it's nothing that they can do but continue to gaslight us and send their Sambo class out here to distract us. It won't work. We are focused. We are united. We are strong. We are powerful. But good luck, though. You can keep trying because I see how hard Officer Tatum is working. He's working overtime to try to distract us from this case. Part 1, Part 2. Part 3, Part 99. No evidence, no proof. No evidence, no proof. Not one time in any of these interviews Thank you so much for y'all support.
LOX would go on to release a completely unedited version of the call provided by the Mississippi Department of Maritime Resources. And in the first few seconds appears for some that not only Wells was on the boat with his friends when they left Horn Island, that he also appeared to have passed away amongst them. At the top of the call, while hold music played, you can hear panic from an unidentified young woman who appears to say Nolan, followed by "Oh my God." Now, as the driver of the boat tries to explain the situation regarding the boat itself, you would then hear a male voice in the background seemingly yell, "Wake up, wake the F up."
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
Now, of course, due to the
Now, bro, if that wasn't clear as day right there, wake the fuck. If that wasn't clear as day, bro, hold on.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
Now, of course, due to the conversations in the background not taking place a part of the actual call, the way some are hearing this could be challenged by those who choose not to see it that way. Now, as an attempt to better make out the background chaos, we will.
Oh, that's a good one. Cream Sherry said Warren didn't know if he could count Nolan or not in the number on the boat. He got stuck. Exactly. He got stuck. That's why he kept pausing after every question. He had to make sure he said the right thing. He was looking for confirmation in the back. Should I tell him this or should I say this? Because he wasn't answering the dispatch questions not one time. She said, how many adults are on the boat? He said, none. She said, how much water is in the boat? Is it ankle level? He said, I don't know. We're just going down.
Move the hold music at the beginning in an edited version.
To connect you.
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
Now, to note, we as well personally can't help but to hear what many are now picking up, as well as potential's final moments, now that this version of the tow call has been released. Now, for some, as the call continued, there appeared to be other questionable moments in the background for listeners, as the boat driver, identified as Wyatt Pyron, continued to speak with the operator. Like at the end of the call, when you would hear the called sea tow captain express that he got a direct call from the grandfather Pyron, who would tell him that a tow was no longer needed. This for some would be the beginning of a cover-up to minimize witnesses.
Hi, Captain Seth. This is Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do. You're going to have a fee-for-service come up under Jerry.
Okay.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. He's letting me know that his father's a member, but he can't give me any information. And he's saying the boat is sinking, and he's on Horn Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So
right.
He said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
He said a Triton 24-footer, but that's all he can give me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just actually got off the phone with his grandpa, who I'm guessing is the owner of the boat. And he said that Jerry. Yeah, he said,
okay.
I just hung up with him. He said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, he'll call me back. So
yeah, they don't need any help because they threw Nolan's body overboard. Yeah, that's why they don't need any help no more. Yeah, you can cancel the tow. We figured it out. We just threw Nolan body in the lake. It's cool. It's fine. We got it now. Cancel it. Call them back. Tell them we don't need it. We figured it out, right? Because when we called the 911 dispatcher, we couldn't even get our fucking answers together because everybody was panicking in the background. And I'm pretty sure they like, bro, why would you call them knowing that we trying to do what we trying to do? Everybody screaming Nolan's name in the damn background. Is he dead? Nolan. What the? Wake up. Wake the F up. So after they finished doing what they did with Nolan's body, they canceled the tow.
Oh, right.
I'm guessing that they may have figured it out because that's what he said. So they're in a panic and their boat won't crank.
Yeah, they're in a panic.
Since the beginning of this case, many have questioned Wells' friend's story, as many things appeared inconsistent throughout, and those online will call out the entire situation as being a cover-up of the death of another black teen in Mississippi. So what happens next? Given that this call is now officially 22 days old, we're certain the local officials and investigators have examined it by now. And given that agencies like the FBI are involved, we can also be certain that they have the resources to completely clean distorted audio with specialized forensic audio tools that can isolate speech. Now, according to reports, the FBI has perfected this ability since the 1960s as a way to improve distorted speech from wiretaps, 911 calls, and covert body wires. Now, when what we unveiled is the case, and we all have now witnessed that Nolan was back on the boat that day where he potentially lost his life, many individuals can now face consequences, like all of his friends who were on the boat that never gave Wells' family and authorities the truth and potentially helped get rid of his body.
That is why Warren wanted to be the first person to come forward and sit down with a anti-black racism, right? Judge Cole, because she know the truth, family. Don't get it twisted by a long shot. Judge Cole know what happened. That's why she went under Officer Tatum's post and said, message you, please read. I need your help. You are the biggest tap dancing raccoon for our community. Can you please get this out there? Because we have declined all of the mainstream media interviews because it was nothing to talk to the local news down there, Warren. Judge Cole. It was nothing to talk to all of the mainstream media across the country that came down there to Mississippi. Y'all had so many opportunities to speak to someone, but y'all chose to sit down and talk to Officer Tatum. Very calculated on your end, Ashley Cole. Very calculated, but we see through your demonic behavior. Warren and the rest of those white boys unalived our brother, Nolan Wells, allegedly. And this is why, family, they want to distract us from the truth. This is why they want to make sure they want us to focus on Nolan's mother and the GoFundMe and Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton. That's what Officer Tatum want everybody to focus on. Fox News finally deciding to cover the story. Guess what they talking about? The parents interviewing Officer Tatum. The governor coming out. Instead of the governor shining light on the case and talking about the evidence or what they got going on, he's talking about Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump, making this a racial divide. So shout out to the family. Shout out to the family for being focused. Shout out to the family for not being gaslit by these clowns. And I want you guys to really pay attention to this clip. This how I know something happened to Warren, Nolan on that boat. Listen closely to what Warren said during his interview.
Like there was just a couple boats looking for Nolan. There was planes and helicopters and everybody. So
listen to him now.
And then after this, obviously they didn't find Nolan that day.
Right.
And so what was your reaction like when you heard the news, or how did you hear the news that they found Nolan's body?
Well, the next day, it got to be about 1 o'clock on July 5th, and I was like, my mind started to turn. I was like, man, if he's not awake yet, like, where is he? Like, I got very, very worried.
If he's not awake.
If he's not awake yet, where is he? If he's not awake yet, where is he? Because Warren was on that boat doing that 911 dispatch call. And you see the trolls in the comment section, They cannot compute with the facts that's going on right now, family. We are putting belt to ass right now. They talking about, oh, it's fake, it's AI, it's not real. This is what they have to do when they get faced with a dose of reality. When accountability come knocking at their door, they don't know what to do, because they live on lies about black people. They want to feel like that they don't have skeletons in their closet. And the reason why they are low IQ incel losers is because of black people. That's it. Black people has to be the victim in their story every time to make them feel good about themselves. These white devils unalive Nolan. These white devils will go to prison. We will get justice. And Warren and Ashley Cole's fucked up by doing this interview. Listen to this clown one more time.
My mind started to turn. I was like, man, you know, if he's not awake yet, like, wait.
If he's not awake yet, awake from what, Warren? What happened? Where he was sleeping at? Was he asleep? Did he take a nap? Awake from what? You fucked up, Warren. You fucked up. You did yourself a disservice by sitting down doing this interview. Shout out to the Tory Experience for becoming a channel member. Excellent breakdown, and all love to Gentleman Den. Thank you so much to Tory Experience for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate you. Shout out to you for always showing up and being vocal, always showing up and being a voice, always showing up and putting belt to ass and standing 10 toes down for the family. Shout out to you, to Tory Experience. I appreciate you. Your voice is needed. Let's keep cooking, family. We ain't done. We just getting started. The trolls, take a seat. This is going to be a bumpy ride for you. It's okay. Don't get all your troll material out too soon. I got more.
Hey, Dad!
Crazy, like, you know, like I got very, very worried.
If he's not awake. What do you mean, if he's not awake
I was with
yet?
my buddy Brooks the next day, and we're driving, and my buddies were texting my group chat. They were like, hey, listen, and then I got a phone call from my buddy Trace, and he was like, hey, man, they just found his body.
Sound like y'all did it.
No emotion at all. Shout out to Pete Dent coming in with the $2 super chat. So what would happen? What would have happened if they got told? Nothing. Nolan body ain't on the boat no more. They got rid of the body. Probably nothing. Thank you so much, Pete Dent, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. You are the real MVP. I don't think nothing would have happened if they got told. They never needed a tow. That was their alibi for their all that chaos that y'all heard in the background. That dude White couldn't even stay focused. And you got people. You listen to me. You got the YT community. This is how demonic and these people refuse to get held accountable, family. They out here saying that this 911 dispatch call is fake. They saying that the 911 dispatch call is AI. This is public records that was released that you can ask for a FOIA request for. This is public information that you can go request. These people do not want to come to grips that we are spanking that ass right now. Warren done fucked up. Ashley Cole done fucked up. That's why she hurry up and threw Warren ass out there to the wolves. Warren, you got to say something. You can't be radio silent anymore. You saw what happened to Nolan. So I need, fuck the rest of them. I need you to make sure that you separate yourself from what they did to Nolan. That's what I need you to do. I need you to say that, hey, I didn't talk to Nolan. It's very common that the phone get left on the boat. The last time you seen him, he walked off with an imaginary girl. And then Katie came out and said, no, the fuck he wasn't. I last seen him on a boat with them. They playing ping pong with Nolan's whereabouts. Everybody hitting the ping pong ball. Don't worry. We're going to come in the middle of the ping pong game and intercept that shit. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to bring all you motherfuckers to the forefront. We're not playing no games. Let's get the likes up, family. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the family. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. This is the live show on YouTube. I thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate you guys' energy on this evening. We got business to handle. This is not a laughing matter.
Mother of Warren Hudson, Judge Ashley Cole, who would push potential false statements. the grandfather Wyatt Pyron, who looks to have helped his grandson avoid serious consequences, the adults who supplied the teens with alcohol, causing them to potentially make terrible decisions that day, and local law enforcement for failing to aggressively move forward on making arrests when there were signs early on, like Exhibit A.
Bro, y'all really gonna learn what type of person that I am, bro. Y'all in the chat saying you need to wait and see, is it authentic? Because people can add this. You can sit around and wait on that. I'm not waiting on shit. You can sit around and wait on the investigation and wait on these imaginary people to check out this audio and see, is this fake? You can do that. Knock yourself out. Your word holds no weight over here. The family run this over here. Y'all don't listen to me. I told you I am the radical kind. I stand 10 toes down about my people. I don't play no games. You can sit around and wait on evidence. You can sit around and wait on somebody to dissect this audio and make it seem like that this is true and you add audio. You can do that. Go ahead, knock yourself out. But I have already seen the audio of the public that released this from Mississippi. This is the audio. See, what y'all trying to do is distract us. Y'all come over here and trying to distract the family, and it won't work, guys. It won't work. Nice try, though. Like I said, don't run out of your trolling material too soon. I got a lot of belt to ass to do, and I want you guys to stick around. I don't want you to leave. I'm not mad at you. Black Daddy not mad at you.
Hey, Daddy!
Please, stay calm. It's okay. We got time. Salute to the trolls.
Picture of Nolan and his underage friends drinking, and more specifically for Sheriff John Ledbetter for expressing he didn't see any signs of foul play before an autopsy was even conducted. This recent
exactly, and this is what I'm saying. This sheriff came out here and said that he see no evidence of foul play without no autopsy results, no nothing, no evidence or nothing. But he want to say no foul play. The governor want to say no foul play, and these low IQ white people out here losing their minds saying, "Oh, it's just an accidental drowning." No evidence, no autopsy, no nothing. But they want to run with the narrative that Nolan Wells drowned. No proof. Nobody said they seen Nolan Wells swim. Warren didn't even admit to that. Nobody on that boat seen Nolan Wells swim. And they said it was thousands of people on the island. Nobody seen Nolan take a swim. Everybody was right there. Video recordings everywhere. Nice try, though. I know y'all trying y'all best. I know y'all is. Keep it up. The more y'all push these false narratives about Nolan, the more y'all continue to lie, the more y'all continue to cope. It's doing nothing but enraging me to make sure I show up and put that belt to ass. It's not stopping. So shout out to Nathaniel coming in with the $2 super chat. Bro, I am a RCT. I love my race, and you're my race. Absolutely, bro. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, jail time, baby. That jail time coming. Yeah, that jail. Yeah. I'm not stopping till I see silver bracelets on all 8 of you white boys. And we gonna continue to fire them shots. Yeah, we coming, baby. We coming. It's cool. Calm down. Calm down. I got you.
Update not only could highlight criminal bias, but also media bias because, again, this audio is over 20 days old. But for some reason, none of the major outlets played it in its entirety, which would have captured the slurred speech by Pyron, the boat's driver, thus potentially incriminating him of boating under the influence, which again is against maritime law, as well as capturing him stating that none of the occupants of the boat.
Let me make sure I shout out to the people that sent cash out. Shout out to Norris, Ronetta Norris coming in with the $5 cash out. Thank you so much, Ronetta. You are the real MVP. Shout out to April coming in with the $10 cash out. Thank you for keeping the belt to ass. You're welcome, April. I'm on it. Shout out to Janetta coming in with the $5 cash out for cooking. Oh, yeah. This is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving came early, Ronetta. Thanksgiving came early. And I'm only getting started, baby. But thank you guys so much for contributing to the platform. Thank you guys. Y'all are the real MVP. Let's get the likes up, family. I need more trolls in here, family. Can you guys help me out by smashing that like button? It's not enough trolls in here. They saying the same thing. They are very repetitive. I need new trolling material in here. I need more black on black crime. I need more Chicago. I need more y'all kill each other more. I need more of that. Can y'all smash the like button? I need more trolls over here, family. I am the troll assassin. I am the Sunboy assassin. I am the black assassin. This is the live show on YouTube, family. And we didn't come to play. Shout out to the family. I am honored to host you guys on this evening. Let's get it.
Both were over 21 years old, the legal drinking age in Mississippi.
Okay, how many adults on board?
There are 0 adults on board.
0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question.
On Thursday, Mississippi District Attorney Angel Myers McIlrath would speak out about the case and would defend the pace of the investigation.
Look at this
as
white
it would
devil.
now be presented to a grand jury when it's complete.
I understand the public's urgency to know what happened to Nolan, but we are not taking time for time's sake. We are taking the time required to complete the work this investigation demands. Since Nolan...
Shout out to this district attorney for coming on here lying, looking like a goddamn white devil. Stop lying, ma'am. Nobody's falling for this shit. Shout out to Kenneth coming in with a $2 super chat. Didn't say nothing, just showing love. Just showing your boy some love. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I appreciate you. You are the real MVP. Shout out to the people that's sending gifts and the jewels. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate you guys. But listen to this white devil lie like this in our face. In our goddamn face.
Required to complete the work this investigation demands. Since Nolan was reported missing, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies have worked around the clock investigating what happened to him.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop you fucking lying.
No, you haven't, ma'am. Y'all haven't been working around the clock. Every time the public asks y'all a fucking question, y'all never know nothing. Y'all very secretive about this. How is it Nolan body flew all the way across the goddamn country and they got an autopsy less than a week and Dr. Turner have yet to inform us on anything that's going on? Why she still got Nolan's throat? They rearranged his organs in his body. Why are you fucking... You making yourself look guilty, man. We see it all over your face. You really sit up here and think that you can continue to gaslight me and the family over here. You really think that this is going to work? Y'all working around the clock. Really? Was you working around the clock trying to figure out what happened to these young black men on this photo that your medical examiner was examining and then ruled these black boys' body a death? Was y'all working around the clock trying to give these 3 black men justice? District attorney. Was you working around the clock, ma'am? Sometimes, family, I be thinking like, do we got stupid written on our forehead or something? Sometimes I be like, they get together behind closed doors and they like, yeah, we're going to tell black people this and they're going to believe it. Let's tell them that we working around the clock even though we ain't doing shit. We hiding evidence. We being secretive just like the Carmelo Anthony case. We lying. We covering it up. Every time you see the sheriff out somewhere, he looking all terrified, don't want to answer no goddamn questions, but they work for the public. They getting paid with our tax dollars, but they don't want to talk to the public. No answers, no nothing. They out here making statements. They out here trying to calm the public down. Ma'am, you cannot calm us down. We are very loud. We are very radical. We are very angry. Stop trying to gaslight us. I can't believe y'all still running this play, but carry on.
Every piece of evidence must be examined. Every credible lead must be followed to its conclusion. Every witness interview must be analyzed in context of all other evidence. The pressure for answers does not change what the work requires. I also understand that many people have questions about why more information has not been released publicly. In Mississippi, the rules of professional conduct restrict the information a prosecutor can release during an investigation. Our restraint in communicating facts and evidence is not an effort to keep the truth from the public. It is an effort to protect the integrity of this investigation in the grand jury.
So if it's if it's to protect the integrity of the investigation, why would the sheriff come out and say that he don't suspect no foul play, Miss District Attorney? Why would the mayor come out and say that he doesn't expect no foul play? Why would the people over there on your side come out here to the public and say such nonsense when y'all haven't released any information to the public about what happened to Nolan Wells? You need to hold your mayor accountable. You need to hold your sheriff accountable. Because why are y'all trying to portray like this was a drowning, ma'am? That's what y'all trying to do by saying that you don't expect no foul play. But then again, you want to say, we are trying to protect this case and we are doing our due diligence with the witnesses and we're trying to be confidential. No, you're not, ma'am. You're trying to do a cover up and it's not working. You're trying to do a cover up, but it's not working.
We can't publicly discuss the evidence, the interviews, or what those efforts have uncovered while the investigation is underway.
As far as Wells' family, they continue to ask witnesses to come forward and are expected to investigate Wells' phone with investigators assigned to the case. We all are also awaiting the findings from Wells' first autopsy now that the independent autopsy deemed his cause of death as undetermined. And so if this captured audio accurately depicts what many are now hearing, the pain and lack of trust that Black Americans have expressed becomes more valid. And on the birth of Emmett Till, July 25th, 85 years later, Mississippi gains another stain on the state's history. Reporting live from Mibers Club, Fight Plus News, I'm Janaba.
Hey, family, this is how you know we putting belt to ass, right? Because the district attorney is out here, losing her mind. She see the unity that, Black people have right now. And we keeping the fire and the focus on those white devils out there. We keeping the focus on Mississippi, the investigation, the sheriff, the mayor, the governor. All of y'all out there trying to talk about Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump and who getting a lawsuit this and who getting a lawsuit that. But what Black people are saying, what about those white boys right there? That's who we need to see. We need to see silver shackles on them. Silver. We need to see silver bracelets on their ankles and their hands. That's what we want, district attorney. And we're going to keep putting your feet to the fire until we get answers. You're not going to get away with what y'all did to Nolan Wells. I know these people really thought that they was going to get away with this. But they didn't plan on the family to be on code the way we is right now, family. They didn't expect it. They thought, we're just going to throw another Black boy overboard, unalive him, and say that this was a accidental drowning. Now I want you guys to look at Officer Tater Tot right here, right? The last video that he posted, family, was Black people mad I exposed the truth about Nolan Wells, right? He said Black people is mad that I exposed the truth about Nolan Wells. Let's run down his truth. He hasn't presented no evidence that the police don't already have. He only got one-sided testimony that's not evidence, right? And you hasn't presented anything to the public about what happened to Nolan. Not one time. Not one thing. Just a bunch of babble from Warren. A lot of jump cuts, edits in your interviews. No evidence of nothing. But you was on the internet screaming, I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to show Black people. And now he's doing a dog whistle. Hey, trolls. Y'all might want to go over there and console y'all boy over there because we putting too much belt to ass over there. He don't know what to do. He's screaming for help. This is a dog whistle to y'all out there. Black people mad because I'm exposed. He need help. In the low IQ community over there, you doing good job. You doing the best work. Y'all got to go over there and console y'all boy. Because black media is drowning out these lies. It's nothing that you can do. So this is a dog whistle to the white community. Like, black people is on my ass. I need y'all help. Please. They are exposing me. They are breaking down my interview piece by piece. And I cannot convince them that this case is not about race. I can't convince them at all. So let's go over part 4, right? We see part 5. You know, look at this. Did Nolan Wells' family just get busted in a massive lie? You mean to tell me this guy is seeking the truth? This is the guy that Judge Cole thought that it was a good idea for her big nose ass stepson to sit down and do an interview with. Warren, best friend, right? That's not his best friend. It's not his friend at all, matter of fact. Warren, who had a black friend, decided to sit down with an anti-black racist to try to convince us that he's innocent. And Judge Cole signed off on this. Judge Cole was actually the one that orchestrated the interview. She wanted this. Good job on your end. Good job on your end. Let's get into it, family.
Associated with this, that's
the boat could possibly sink, you know, and Nolan was sitting by the boat with that Katie girl, and
they love that story.
My buddy yelled for Nolan, get the F on the boat, get on the boat. And Nolan said, no, I'm staying out here. The next day, I got a phone call from my buddy Trace, and he was like, hey man, they just found his body. My reaction was just, I was with my buddy Brooks, and I broke down.
You guys had been interviewed by law enforcement. Mm-hmm. All of you guys have given statements. But then I think that there's a part associated with this that's being rumored out in the public, and that is the situation with the cell phone, potential deletion of messages, how the cell phone was retrieved. And I just want you to tell your side of this, because what we're getting from the media is that they literally had to, I don't know, coerce you guys into giving it back. You didn't know where it was at. You were hesitant.
That's not what they said, Officer Tatum. Why are you gaslighting? Nobody said that they had to coerce them into giving them the phone. You just pulled that at your ass, sir. Why are you lying? And this is why. You really did Warren a disservice by doing this interview with him. You know that? You, Officer Tatum, you know what, Officer Tatum? I agree with you. I changed my mind. I agree with you. You actually is going to crack this case for us. By doing this interview with Warren, with his lying ass, you actually is going to help us crack this case and get Warren ass locked up for life in prison. Thank you, Officer Tatum. You know what? Thank you for this interview.
To give the phone over, almost as they had to turn your wrist or twist your arm just to give it back. Right. Well, what happened with the cell phone thing? So let's go back to the first engagement you had when it comes to the family or somebody coming back to get the cell phone and keys. When did that occur, and what happened there?
Okay, well, that night, about 12:30, I went back to my buddy's house.
And you said the night of the 4th?
The night of the 4th, but it was about 12:30, I would like to say. And so I went back to my buddy's house that I stayed the night before, where we all met up, and stayed together the night before. And my buddy got a call from this guy.
My buddy.
The guy was like, oh, what's going on?
My buddy got a call from this guy. Who was my buddy? Who is this guy? Who is my buddy? Who is this guy?
All this Nolan stuff, very aggravated. I mean, yeah, every right to be, but I mean, we were trying to calm him down, and he was just like, oh, where y'all at? My buddy said, we're at my buddy's house, and he said, all right, and then he just hung up. And so about 30 minutes later, I'd like to say, all of a sudden the door just got open and slammed, and there was a girl who walked in, and probably about 8 or 9 guys behind her, and then another mom, which was Javon's mom. And
who's Javon? I want to put that in perspective. Who is Javon?
Javon is one of Nolan's good friends. He's a friend of mine too. Like great guy. And
see, he said Javon is one of Nolan's good friends, but he's one of mine. No, you would never said that, Warren. Warren, if he was your friend, when Officer Tater Tot with the triple D's, by the way, those triple D's, Officer Tatum, it's popping through that black shirt. You should put a hoodie on. It's children watching this, Officer Tatum. Put them damn titties up, sir. You can't hide it with your knee crossed. We still see it. This is a family show. But back to you, Big Nose. If Javion was your friend, you should have just said, hey, when he said, hey, who is Javion to you? Oh, Javion is a friend of mine. His first response was, Javion is a friend of Nolan. See, his friends inside of the friend group. See, Nolan is not Warren's friend. Nolan is just a black guy that hanging around a bunch of white dudes they went to school with. See, his real friends is watching them, the white boys. Javion is not his friend. But he had to catch himself by saying, damn. No, actually, Javion is a friend of mine.
His mom and their family is, very close with, the Wells family. And, so I don't know why she was there, like what was going on, but I was very surprised by this. I was like, you just basically like kicked the door open and, bust up in the house with no knock or anything.
So is Javon black or white?
Javon's mixed.
Bro, you know what color. Bro, you know what color Javon is, Officer Tatum. You know what color he is, bro. This is the most scripted interview that I've seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of scripted interviews. This one right here is going down in the Hall of Fame.
I don't.
Yeah, I guess he's mixed.
Yeah.
So, but he's not white.
He's not white.
Just white.
Yeah.
Or all white, I guess you might call it.
Yeah.
So then they come in the house. Do you know any of these people? You said the mom, but do you know anybody else?
I've seen the mom before, and I know most of them. Most of the guys went to high school with me, and like I'm friends with some of the guys. I know some of them. So
I'm friends with some of the blacks.
Eventually, like things started to get heated, and I was just like a guy I was friends with in high school. He was like, "Man, come outside with me," and I was like, "All right." And I walked outside with him. He was like, "Man, I don't know why. Like they're panicking, and this is just like I think Nolan's just on somebody's couch. He's been drinking all day. He's just messed up, and this is nothing that we have to worry about." As much as I sat there and I told him, I was like, I agree. I would think he's on somebody's couch, just had been drinking all day, and just
Why would you think that? Why would you think that? If he on somebody's couch drinking, passed out all day, but you said when you saw him on the island and he was drinking, you said he was just fine. He was okay. That's what you said, Warren. In part 2, you said that Nolan was fine because you wanted to make sure we know that he was drinking. You wanted to make sure that because you want to put all the accountability on Nolan because Nolan is not here to defend himself. But don't worry, gentlemen didn't got him. You said that Nolan was fine. So now you want to say that Nolan, I'm thinking Nolan somewhere passed out drunk on the couch. I don't know if this oversized nose is not helping your brain to function right. Right? All this stuttering, your body language, the nervousness, right? The awkwardness in this interview is screaming. It's loud. It's very loud. This interview is very awkward for both of them because they went over their lines before this interview. Right? You say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to ask you this, you say this, right? But if you mess up, it's cool. I'm going to do a jump cut. I'm going to edit this part out, but make sure you say this, right? He knew Javion is a black kid. Why y'all trying to talk about he's mixed, he's black, and he's black. You know that. Officer Tater Tot knew that.
Drank too much and was super intoxicated. And, that's kind of what a lot of us thought, but
why would you think
they were kind of losing it and they were going crazy. And the mom that was with them demanded Nolan's phone because Nolan left the phone on the boat.
No, he didn't.
And when we ran in,
Nolan
didn't ask for his phone, and his keys were not on the boat because his car was parked at my buddy's house where we had all slept, the night before the 4th. And So the keys were left at the house because Nolan's car was at my buddy's house where we stayed
My buddy.
So of course,
my buddy. Nolan is not his buddy. He could have said Nolan, my friend, my buddy, my brother. None of that. It's always my buddy this, my buddy that. My buddy got this, my buddy this. Oh, I don't know who. I'm not. That's not my friend. My buddy this, my buddy that. Nolan left his phone. Have you pay attention to the verbiage? Ashley Cole made sure that Warren directed everything to Nolan. Nolan left his phone. Nolan wanted to be left behind. Nolan was with a girl. Nolan was drinking. I thought Nolan was passed out on a couch somewhere. Everything is on Nolan, but Nolan was last seen with them.
he left his keys there. But his phone, I mean, he was drinking. He didn't have his phone in the water because no one did.
He was drinking. That's the third time he said Nolan was drinking. He assuming Nolan was drunk on the couch. Now this is his third time saying Nolan was drinking. He have to make sure that the public hear that. Because the white tea community is out here saying that Nolan got drunk and drowned. That's why they running with this narrative. This is what these demonic evil people want to believe, right? That Nolan got drunk and he fell inside of the lake and drowned. Listen to me, family. Their narrative is Nolan got drunk out of his mind, even though he said Nolan was fine when he seen him. He fell overboard or he went for a swim and drowned. That's it. That's what they want to believe.
And I mean, there was more than just Nolan's phone that wasn't on the boat with us.
It was more than just Nolan's phone that was on the boat.
We don't care about nobody else's phone.
We had all our phones.
We don't care about nobody else's phone but Nolan. We don't give a damn about nobody else's phone but Nolan because Nolan was the only person who didn't make it back alive. Okay, dumb fucks. We don't care about who phone was on there. Who shot John, whoever. Nolan was the only one out of thousands of people on that island who didn't make it back alive. So we are going to stay on topic and keep the focus on Nolan. Not nobody else's phone. We don't have evidence that somebody else left their phone there because everybody else got their phone. You know who didn't get their phone? Nolan. You know who don't got their life anymore? Nolan. You know who didn't return on the boat back with you guys, his white friends? Nolan. So I don't give a damn about nobody else's phone.
On the boat, but those weren't the only people. Like Nolan wasn't the only person that left a phone on the boat.
Look at the pause, family. We are going to point out all this shit. Look at the hesitation. Look at the trying to, reach for words. Listen, family.
Phone that was on the boat.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had all our phones, but on the boat, but
there was a heavy ass pause. That pause was so goddamn heavy, we could have dropped a pin in that damn room. This nigga is searching for everything. Let me try to make it seem like this is a group thing. Everybody phone. Everybody does this. This is not out of the ordinary. Everybody put their phone on the boat and get off the boat. This is a everybody thing. Pay attention. Look at his body language. Look at that big nose. But look at his body language. It's very quiet. He's searching.
But that
Warren. God damn, Warren. This is you, bro. Why did Judge Ashley do this to you? When you go to jail, Warren, right? When you go to jail, blame your stepmother because you're not her real child. But she threw you out here to the wolves. She threw you out here to Gentleman Den in a family thinking that we was not going to dissect this. Really? She must don't think we exist. Yeah, after this interview, because y'all used to unaliving y'all parents. Shut up, Mom. I am going to unalive you, Mom. I think you need to have a conversation with Ashley because she set you up, Warren.
Those weren't the only people. Like Nolan wasn't the only person that left a phone on the boat.
We don't care.
There was a lot of people that left phones on the boat, that didn't ride out or in with us. So
we don't care.
I mean, there was a couple phones that we had that we didn't know who they belonged to, and My
No
buddy's
proof.
got that figured out. You know.
No proof, by the way. No proof. We don't know. No proof. You can't show us no pictures, no video, no proof. So you're lying.
It wasn't just Nolan's phone that was on the boat that who wasn't there. There was a lot of phones.
So when they barged in, they started getting frantic. The mom asked for Nolan's phone.
Right.
Was there a struggle over it, or did you guys hand it over?
I mean, just handed it over. I mean, we didn't think anything of it. Like, she asked for Nolan's phone. We knew they were close friends with, the Wells family, and my buddy went out to his truck and handed the phone over.
Who's your buddy? Who's your buddy? Who's your buddy? My buddy this, my buddy house, my buddy boat, my buddy hand over the phone, my buddy.
Complications, no issue, nothing. But I mean, I told Miss Christine that we had his phone and he had left it in our possession on the boat.
When did you? Miss Christine is Nolan's mom.
Correct.
When did you talk to her about that?
Your bitch ass knew that.
I didn't talk to her once. Like, it was like 12:30. I mean, I might have texted her a couple times and talked briefly about a couple things, but I never. I told her on the phone before I called the Coast Guard that we had Nolan's phone.
Smash that like button, family. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the team. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. This is the livest show on YouTube. I am honored to host you guys on this evening. I told you guys we didn't come to play on this evening. Yeah, they done woke up a beast. Y'all done woke the family up. And we coming for justice. Let's get the likes up, family. I need more trolls in the building. I need more low IQ Neanderthals losing their minds in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's spread the word. Let's push this out there in the algorithm because they think we stupid. They think we come to play, but we keeping our focus on Big Nose right here. Big Nose is not getting away with this. Big Nose, you will have that orange jumpsuit on very, very soon. And you can thank your stepmother for that.
Before I called Miss Christine, I was like, oh, well, where's his location at? Because Nolan had his Snapchat location on for me. And he said, it's Wyatt said it's, in my truck. Like, because everybody who left stuff on the boat, it was Wyatt's boat. So Wyatt put it in his truck, it's just normal. And
it's normal.
So
no, it's
the
not.
phone was in possession in Wyatt's truck. And when that mom came over and asked for it, there was no issue at all with us giving the phone to her. I mean, Nolan just left it on the boat. We handed the phone to her that night of the 4th of July.
Shout out to Jerome coming in with the $5 super chat. They lying. Yes, indeed, brother. They are lying their ass off. That's why his nose is continuing to grow throughout this interview. I hope he don't block the goddamn screen. We know that he's lying. He know that he's lying. He's grabbing for straws right now. Jerome, he don't know what to do. But the focus is on him. And he know it. Shout out to Jerome for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
And did you guys go through the phone or?
Of course not. I mean, none of us had a reason to go through Nolan's phone. I mean, there's multiple phones on the boat. Why would it be? And the boat was having issues. Why would our concern be getting on Nolan's phone or something? I mean, I don't even know Nolan's password. None of my friends do. We had no reason ever to get on Nolan's phone and look at anything.
Y'all had no reason to get in Nolan's phone and look into anything. Why would we do that? Earlier in this stream, I played you guys the Daniel Irvin's case. Daniel Irvin went for a swim with his white buddies. Daniel Irvin allegedly drowned. That's what the autopsy said. I don't believe it. I think Lucas unalived him. The first thing Lucas do, family, right? Because you just heard Big Nose say, why would I go through his phone? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Lucas admitted to the police. He's been charged with tampering with evidence. Lucas went through Daniel Irvin's phone, deleted his text messages, deleted phone logs, deleted communication with Daniel, took Daniel's clothes off, threw him in a tree, drove off, threw his phone in a ditch. And Big Nose act like this is a far stretch. Why would I go through his phone? Why would I do that? Maybe to get rid of the evidence. Maybe to delete the GPS, but the mother has already tracked it. Maybe to delete communication with Nolan, text messages, call logs, pictures, videos. He act like that this thing is like so far stretched that it's unbelievable. Why would I do that? Why would I don't know. What? Go through his phone for what? So y'all was in the background of that 911 dispatch call talking about Nolan. Is he dead? Somebody screamed your name out directly, Mr. Big Nose. They screamed your name out. Warren. But you said in the first part of this interview that you rolled in another boat. Yeah, you fucked up, Warren. Thank you. Thank you for your services. I'm glad you decided to come forward and lie to us like this. Thank you.
I didn't even touch Nolan's phone. None of us touched Nolan's phone until somebody took it off the boat and put it in Wyatt's truck, and then no one touched it until we handed it back, to the mom that was
we don't
at
know
my
that.
buddy's house.
We don't know that. My buddy, that's his. He cannot identify nobody by name. It's always my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Shout out to P. Dent coming in with the $2 super chat. Katie said last time saw Nolan, he was going to the boat. Exactly. That's what I said. That's why I said they ping-ponging Nolan's location. They saying Nolan wanted to stay. And then Warren confirmed that when they called Katie, Katie said that she last seen him get in the boat with y'all. So they ping-ponging Nolan's whereabouts because they want to separate themselves from Nolan. This is their number one objective, family, is to separate themselves from Nolan. I didn't see Nolan. Last time I seen Nolan, he was on the boat. Last time I seen Nolan, they was telling him, get on the boat. He left with a girl. But Katie's saying, hey, he was with y'all. Everybody is trying to exclude themselves from responsibility right now. Who need friends when you got Warren and Katie and the rest of them? Who needs friends? Shout out to Princess coming in with the $2 super chat. Please know that Judge wrote a script for this kid. Absolutely she did. 1000% she did. Princess, she absolutely did. But he's falling off script. See, he's fumbling and that's why you seen in some of these video clips, you seen jump clips. Officer Tatum had to make sure that he stay on script because he was fucking up. He was going off on tangent, repeating himself, over-explaining things, right? As we explained on the last live stream, he over-explained about why it's common that people leave their phone on the boat. But everybody else got their phone. Thousands of people on the island. Nobody seen Nolan jump in the fucking lake and go for a swim, but we the dumb ones. Thank you so much, Princess, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you.
Was that the only phone that she picked up, or was it other people's phone that they came and got? Or
that I know of.
Shout out to Miss Two Royal coming in with the $2 super chat. I love it over here. I love it over here too, Miss Royal. Miss Loyal. I love that you love it over here. I love that you over here with the family. Thank you so much for being over here. You are the real MVP. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you.
I think that was the only one that she had, but I'm not completely sure. I think that's the only one that she took Nolan's. That's it.
And so we're on the 4th, where the night, probably going into the morning of the 5th, this happens. Then the dad comes back at some point to get the keys. Right. What happened there? When was this and what happened?
Well, my buddy Brooks drove me and dropped me off at my house, and I woke up to a text the next morning that Miss Christina texted me, and she said, hey, Nolan's dad's there, is there at my buddy's house to pick up the keys. And,
if I hear my buddy one more time, family, I'm trying to be patient with this interview, right? This my buddy shit. I have never heard the word buddy this many goddamn times. And why in the hell do Officer Tatum got Adidas socks on with dress boots? Why do you got Adidas socks on? You're supposed to have dress socks on with those casual boots, fat boy. Why do you have Adidas athletic socks on with casual boots and big titties? My buddy got this, my buddy.
I didn't think anything of it. I told her that I was praying for her, and, that we were out there and we were, doing everything that we could to help out.
And when he came to pick the keys up, was there a confrontation? Because I could have sworn I saw on the news that when he came to pick the keys up, it was almost like an altercation because you guys didn't want to get the keys over, or you said you didn't know where the keys.
Thank you so much to Alana for the $5 cash out. Thank you. Keep applying belt to ass. I sure will. Thank you so much for the $5 cash out. I appreciate you.
I mean, no, absolutely not. I mean, I wasn't there, but from what my friend told me, they just had to look for Nolan's keys. It's not like, why would we be hiding Nolan's keys? There's no reason to hide anything. You know, this is our friend. We have nothing to hide. I mean,
y'all have nothing to hide. He said, why would we hide Nolan's keys? Why would we hide Nolan's phone? It's nothing to hide. Warren, y'all been in hiding ever since they pulled Nolan Wells' body out of the lake. You just now speaking to the public 2.5 weeks since Nolan been unalived. You finally speaking to the public a day and 2 days after the funeral. It's like his brain is not working. He think that it's far stretched that people don't believe that he had anything to do with it. I would never. Why would you think I done this? I ain't. Why would we? What? Warren, the first thing you did on July 6th, when they found his body, pulled his body out of that lake, on July 7th, you, Watt, the rest of y'all deleted all your social medias. Judge Cole deleted her social media and then came out and realized she made a dumb fucking mistake by doing it. Coming out apologizing. I don't have no nefarious intentions. I want us to focus on the Wells family and keep the attention on them. Warren cooperated with the police 100%. That's how y'all was moving. Y'all weren't looking like no concerned friends, no concerns buddies. Because if you were concerned about your dead black friend, you would have been in the forefront of the investigation. You would have been to the press conferences. You would have been out there protesting with the people. You would have been standing next to Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton. But Judge Cole made sure that you stayed into hiding, because when y'all came home and told her what y'all did, she was like, fuck, how can we get on top of this? Delete y'all social media. Don't say nothing to the public. We got to figure this shit out before Gentleman Den and the family get heat of our asses. 2.5 weeks later, instead of going to Fox News, where they like to go to, or any other mainstream platform that reached out to Judge Cole, she said, how can we make Warren look like he's innocent? Hey, Officer Tatum, get your monkey ass over here, boy. All that tap dancing you be doing for us, go out there and make Warren look like he innocent. Because they believe black people stupid, and we just gonna look at this interview and say, you know what, guys? We was mistaken. Warren is absolutely innocent. Warren didn't have nothing. Nolan was Warren's best friend. Even though he didn't show up to the funeral, he wasn't vocal throughout these 2.5 weeks. He deleted his social media and he sat down with an anti-black racist that despises and depicts black people that look just like Nolan on a day-to-day basis. But you're an innocent man. Judge Cole signed off on this. She said the best thing for Warren is to sit down with Officer Tatum, a man who degrades black people every single day on his platform. But let me send Warren out there to advocate for his black friend. This is a great idea. I know we're going to stick it to him with this one. Congratulations, Judge Cole. You played yourself, ma'am. And me and the family is going to make sure that Warren rot in prison for the rest of his life. I hope he's the one that come forward first and be honest and start snitching, because it's going to come falling down on Warren. And he know it. And Judge Cole, you know it. So y'all best thing is to just come on and be honest about what happened on that boat during that 911 call dispatch. Do the right thing. If y'all love and honor Nolan like y'all claim y'all do the right thing. Why would y'all do this to Nolan? Why would y'all do this? Why would you set up a whole scripted interview to try to separate yourself from Nolan? Why would you do this? Not one time have you shined a light on Nolan. Nolan was a drunk. He was drinking. He liked to stay behind. He'd leave his phone everywhere. Like, not one time have you said rest in peace to Nolan. This is part 5, by the way, family. Part 4. 4 interview parts. No emotion. No rest in peace. No condolences. no tears, no sadness, nothing. Just make sure that he stay on script to separate himself from anything that had to do with Nolan missing. These are your white friends, ladies and gentlemen. These are the white friends that April Chapman said that you don't need to be focused on, you don't need to be concerned with because black people killing themselves in Chicago. Black on black crime, right, black people? Black on black crime. Even though those black on black crimes, them niggas go to jail. Black people that suffer by the hands of other black people, that black family get justice. Those niggas go to jail for the rest of their life. It's a prison pipeline. But when Nolan Wells go missing, nobody goes to jail. Not one single soul arrested. Daniel Irvin, alleged drowning. White friend Lucas, deleting text messages, taking all his clothes off. Nobody goes to jail. But let's focus on some ignorant ass niggas down there in Chicago unaliving each other because that's more important. And we need to keep the heat off these white boys. Gotcha.
Trying to help, do everything that we could to help out.
All right, so I want to be clear with this one thing because I know you mentioned before that you have no reason to touch the phone. Obviously, you didn't touch the phone.
Right.
But is there any chance?
There's no proof that he didn't touch the phone, which means it's obvious he didn't touch the phone. What proof that you got, Officer Tatum? This nigga really put his faith in these white people. He really believed that these white people are innocent. They don't mean no harm. They would never do nothing like this. Obviously, you didn't touch the phone. How you know that? You don't have no proof. Everything that this white boy is telling you, you don't have no proof. This is part 4, family. No physical proof, no evidence, just a babbling, big-nosed white boy separating himself from his black friend, ladies and gentlemen.
Any knowledge that you have that anybody deleted stuff from his phone?
Absolutely not. I mean, like I said, there was no reason for us to get on Nolan's phone. No one touched Nolan's phone, but nothing. If none of us had touched Nolan's phone, then there's no reason for anything to be deleted. I mean, no one even was in contact with his phone.
Shout out to Brianna coming in with the $25 cash out. She said new subscribers. Thank you so much, Brianna. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Until it was moved from the boat to the truck. And none of us have access to Nolan's password to get on his phone and delete anything. Absolutely not. And we have no reason to delete anything. I mean, there's nothing to hide here. I mean, we have had no reason to delete anything. And
we have no reason to delete anything, family. Nothing. There's no reason, nothing to hide here. Even though we went in hiding for 2.5 weeks. We haven't said nothing to the public. We deleted all our social media. We went ghost when we found out our black friend was pulled out of their lake. Nothing to hide here, black people. We didn't do anything nefarious to your beloved brother, Nolan Wells. Why would we touch his phone? I just gave you an example, Big Nose, of the Daniel Irvin case. The white boy got Daniel Irvin's phone deleted. But you think this is a far stretch?
We never did.
All right, so I have something I want to make sure that we're clear about. Because you had mentioned earlier that you saw Nolan cradling Katie.
Right.
Her name is Katie.
Yeah, Katie.
I just want you to explain, what does that mean? Some people in their mind, they may think he's cradling like a baby.
Yeah.
Like what is that scenario look like?
He was. I mean, Nolan was off. The last time I saw him, like I said, I was off the bow of the boat, and like I said earlier, if you had jumped off the bow of the boat, you were probably about chest or neck deep in water. So Nolan wasn't like carrying her out the water. She's sitting in the water and Nolan's arms are under the water and he's carrying her from under the water, but her head's still out of the water. Nolan's head's still out of the water, and I was looking at both of them. So.
Oh, so he's kind of like holding her.
Right.
Kind of like,
in the water, though.
Like we grown, right? There's two people in the water. They feeling each other.
Right.
Like meaning feeling they like each other.
Right.
And
that was obvious.
He's a little more close to her, and they're kind of having a moment.
Correct.
Not saying and not insinuating that it's sexual, but
no, of course not.
They're together. They like each other. You looking at him, you like, bro, you crazy because you know that he like her and he's hanging out with her.
Yeah, right, okay. Exactly.
That makes sense. And when was the last time that you saw?
That make no sense. That make no fucking sense. Trying to insinuate that he was in the water holding Katie. What the fuck they got to do with the missing of Nolan Wells. Officer Tatum, you hyped up this shit like you were finna drop a bombshell. Like I'm finna show y'all facts. None of that shit that they just said make any sense. No evidence, no proof, no nothing. I am going to continue to harper on that point. These motherfuckers on here is lying their ass off. Katie hasn't came out and confirmed all of that shit that y'all lied on Katie about. Katie pushed that shit back on y'all. Katie said, hey, motherfucker, he wasn't with me. He was with you niggas. He ain't leave with me. So how did Katie make it home? Every family, it was thousands of people at the island that night. Everybody, hold on. I need to put myself on the big screen real quick. Picture this, family. Thousands of people. We all in the island. All of us. How many over here? 1.6 people in here. All of us. We on the island together. Everybody make it home but me. But nobody saw me. I came to the island with a group of people in multiple boats. Y'all alleging that I stayed with a girl. The girl tell y'all when y'all call her, no, the last time I seen Nolan, he was getting on the boat with y'all. And then everybody leave the island that night. Every single soul left. Nolan body getting picked up out of the lake a day later. And Warren is trying to state his case. Why would I go through Nolan's phone? Why would I delete his phone? He don't even sound remorseful. He don't sound like, I'm sorry that this happened to my friend. I'm sad. But let me try to make sure that I don't make myself seem like that I had anything to do with this. But instead of holding up my friend in a good light, I'm going to push all the accountability on him. That's it. These are your white friends, ladies and gentlemen. These are y'all people that say, oh, not all white people. This ain't had nothing to do with race. Absolutely not. Why would you say something like that?
Nolan. And then when was the last time that someone reported to you that Nolan was seen? Okay. If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
You saw him at a certain point, but then someone else saw him a lot later when you guys were gone.
Right. Okay. So the last time I personally laid eyes on Nolan was at like 3:00, and
how do you know that you personally laid eyes on Nolan at 3:00? How did you know that? So you seen Nolan and you said, okay, I seen Nolan at 3:00. There go Nolan right there, and it's 3:00. Okay, let me note this in my notes just in case I get arrested and interviewed. Yeah, I seen Nolan at 3. Cool, got it. Seen Nolan at 3. I seen Nolan at 3. I seen Nolan at 3. I seen Nolan at 3. You know how fucking stupid you sound saying some dumbass shit like that? Am I paying attention to, if me and my friends out somewhere chilling and partying, I'm going to say the last time I seen Tyrone was at 6:29 p.m. What, nigga? This nigga got a time step when the last time he seen Nolan? How do you got a time stamp? Was you looking at your watch and the same time you looked at Nolan? You said, yeah, it's 3. Yeah. Or did Judge Ashley say the last time you seen Nolan was at 3:00? Yeah, say that. That makes more sense. Because when y'all left the boat at 4:30, they give you a time gap for anything that can happen. Right? Say you seen Nolan at 3, because y'all left at 4:30, they give you an hour and 30-minute time gap that Nolan would. Yeah. A time gap. An hour and 30-minute time gap for me to say that I don't know what happened to Nolan.
Was, front of the boat with the girl, and that's the last time I saw him. But there were, I've talked to somebody personally that saw Nolan at 6:00, and
I know somebody personally that seen Nolan at 6 o'clock. Okay, there go Nolan, and it's 6 o'clock. I saw somebody that seen Nolan at 4. There's Nolan over there drinking. It is 4:30. Let me make sure I get my timestamps. Okay, somebody seen him at 3. Somebody seen him at 4:30. Somebody seen him at 6. Gotcha. We got it, y'all. We got it. All right. Everybody got their timestamps together. Warren 3. You 4:30. You, he was with Katie. You seen him at 6, okay? Make sure you say that when you seen Nolan, it was at 6 o'clock. Okay? So what happened to Nolan when you see him at 6 o'clock? What was he doing? Was he swimming? Was he joking? Was he laughing? Was he still with Katie? Where was Nolan doing at 6 o'clock? This is new to me. I never heard 6 o'clock. Everybody is looking at their phone while they eyes on Nolan. Nolan, 3 o'clock. Got it. Nolan, 4:30. Got it. Nolan, 6 o'clock. Got it. Cover up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cover up. I'm trying my best not to throw this microphone, but I don't want to mess up the show. I get kind of like when they insult our intelligence family, it enrages me. Can I be vulnerable for a minute? Yeah, I get upset. I get angry when people try to play us like we stupid. I do. Everybody know the exact time when they seen Nolan. This sound like a meeting. They sit around the table saying that, hey, you seen Nolan at 3. You seen Nolan at 4:30. And my buddy seen Nolan at 6. Hey, what did he see Nolan in? Was he on somebody else's boat or was he dancing, drinking? Nobody know nothing. Y'all just giving us timestamps. They giving us timestamps because they want to distract us. Push this shit away from them. I seen him at 3. I seen him at 4. I seen him at 6. I've been out a few times with my friends before in the past, family. The next day, if you would have asked me, what time did you see your friend at 11:27 p.m.? I was like, what the fuck are you asking me that for? I don't know. You think I'm looking at my phone and said, I see your ass at 6:23 p.m. and remember that shit? Yeah, keep playing us like we stupid. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the team. Smash that like button, family. Let's keep cooking. We ain't done. I told you I came here to handle business. Let's go.
We weren't even the last people to see Nolan. Once we left, there were still dozens on dozens of boats around us. And I mean, clearly we were not the last people to see Nolan.
So Warren, I'm going to ask you some very pointed questions. I mean, just straight out.
Okay.
I didn't come down here to, do anything other but to get the truth.
No, you didn't.
And for you to have a voice in this.
No, you didn't. You didn't go down there to get the truth, motherfucker. You went down there to defend white supremacists and soften up anti-black racism. That's what you went down there for. You didn't go down there to get the truth. Why are you lying? Who are you trying to convince, Double D's? You did not go down there to get the truth. You went down there to try to gaslight black people. But it's not working. We already threw a bucket of water on you. We done pulled out the fire. Sorry, it didn't work out in your favor, Officer Tatum. This actually backfired. On you. Shout out to Pyron coming in with the $10 super chat. Random message. The audio is recorded on the left and right channels. If you complete delete the left channel, keep just the right. Has the kids and hear more on WLX News Tube. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Shout out to Nathaniel coming in with the $10 super chat. One of the best YouTube channels, hands down. They never mentioned that there was a girl on the boat. Nolan was on the damn boat. That's why the girl asked if he was dead. Lock them all up for life. That's a good point, Nathaniel. Who was the girl on the boat? Did the police question them? Because they said, Nathaniel, They interviewed 60 people. And Warren here, Mr. Big Nose, keeps saying, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Hey, what about that female that was on the boat screaming all in the background? Is he dead? Is he dead? Yeah, what's her name? Yeah, bring her to the forefront because we coming for, hey, Miss Lady, we're coming for you too. Don't get comfortable. I want you to be nervous. I want you to be very nervous, ma'am. And I hope y'all not sleeping well at night. Because we only get more closer and closer to the truth. Best believe charges are coming for you, ma'am. Don't allow Warren them to throw you under the bus. Be the first one to be honest. Somebody got to give it up first. Y'all can't keep running around here with this fake ass story. It was everybody. I wasn't the last person seeing Nolan. I don't know. 3 o'clock, 4:30. I wasn't the last person. He left with this person. How far do y'all think that's going to get y'all? How far? How long y'all going to keep this up? Do y'all think we this dumb? But you know what? Good luck with that. Shout out to Nathaniel for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, bro.
And the first thing I want to ask you is, did you kill Nolan?
Of course.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Officer Tatum is sitting down with the stepson of a judge that made sure that he did a scripted and rehearsed interview, right? All of his responses are calculated, is remembered. This dumb fuck said, did you unalive Nolan? Like he was finna get a confession on video and post it on YouTube. This dude asks Warren, did you unalive Nolan? Like he finna say, yes, I did. We beat him to death and we threw his body overboard. Shout out to Nathaniel coming in with the $2 super chat. Warren never said that there was a girl. He sure didn't. He sure didn't, Nathaniel. Thank you for the $2 super chat, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. He thought he was finna get a confession to a murder case and post it on YouTube and not go to the police. So what if Warren would have said, yeah, I done it? What would you gonna do? Was you gonna take him to the police department? The police station? Was you gonna call the sheriff? Judge Ashley is sitting behind the fucking camera, directing the interview. Officer Tatum, make sure that you edit this out. This dude thought he was finna get a murder confession. All right, family. Okay. All right.
To, do anything other but to get the truth,
Right.
and for you to have a voice in this.
Right.
And the first thing I want to ask you is, did you kill Nolan?
Of course not.
Did you have anything to do with Nolan's death?
Of course not.
Shout out to Nathaniel coming in with the $5 super chat. This man asks if he killed Nolan. He's so damn stupid. You know damn well he wasn't going to confess to killing Nolan. Nathan, I almost end the live stream, Nathaniel. Like, that's why I said, the way they try to play with us, the way they try to play with our intelligence like we're dumb, bro. He thought that he was going to get a live confession of a unaliving and post it on YouTube and think, family, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make the tap that. I think, you know what I think? I think the tap dancing is just like, it's just so much tap dancing you can do before you look so damn dumb, right? He already looks stupid, right? We already positioned himself as a clown, idiot, Sambo. But to go this far and ask that he like somebody's going to confess, like this is a live interview. This is pre-recorded, family. This shit is pre-recorded. So if he would have said yes, Officer Tatum would have deleted the footage and saying, you need to go speak with a lawyer. Guys, I want you to keep this in mind. And I know for a fact that I'm true about this. Judge Cole is behind the camera directing this. 100% fact she is. And she thought, salute to I can't do it, bro. I can't. My brain hurt, bro. Shout out to Nathaniel with a $2 super chat. These boys so stupid. Brandon is using them. Brandon is sucking them dry. Not only that, Nathaniel, he's chopping up their interviews, doing 5, 6, 7 parts, like using the shit out they dumbass. And they using him too, by the way. It's a mutual agreement, by the way. They both using each other. But thank you so much, Nathaniel, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Terry Boyd came in with the $2 super chat. Didn't say nothing, just showing love to your boy. Thank you so much, Terry, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Oh, my God, family. I think I'm going to have a hard time going to sleep tonight. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
They say that you guys deleted stuff out of his phone. Did you delete anything out of Nolan's phone?
No, of course not.
The mom acts like, or at least she portrayed on television, and the rumors are that you weren't really good friends with Nolan. Is that true or not?
Absolutely not. I hung out with Nolan probably like 3 days a week. I mean, seriously, at least. Some days my friends want to hang out every single day, and Nolan was always there. So,
and
he said my friends wanted to hang out every day of the week, and Nolan wanted to be right there. There he go again, separating Nolan from his real friends. See, Warren, Mr. Big Nose, we're exposing you in 4K.
My friends want to hang out every single day, and Nolan was always there. So
my friends wanted to hang out every single day, and Nolan was right there. Why you separate your friends from Nolan? My friends wanted to hang out every single day, and Nolan was right there with my friends. Yeah, that's my friend. Yeah, sure. Gotcha.
And obviously people may see this and know the facts later, right, that you weren't able to go to the funeral or the memorial service.
Right.
Why didn't you go? What was that?
Well, I mean, with everything going on social media right now, and with people saying the crazy things that they're saying, I would never want to take the attention off of Nolan and his family. They don't deserve that. And, for own personal reasons, I mean, I've gotten thousands of death threats. My family's got thousands of death threats. And, for my own safety, I'm not going to put my own health and safety at risk. It breaks my heart that I can't go, and it hurt me more than anything. Because, obviously I want to say my last goodbyes to one of my best friends. But, I mean, if I'm getting thousands of death threats with people saying they're going to kill me and do crazy things to my family and I couldn't bring myself to go because, I got to put my own safety first. And even if that means, missing my friend's funeral, I mean, it's horrible, and I wish I could have been there, but that's what's been going on,
And
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop your fucking lying.
You put this on yourself, white boy. You put this heat on yourself. Your ass didn't give a fuck about going to the funeral. You wasn't in fear for your life, sir. What you thought was going to happen at a public funeral that was being live streamed? We all seen the goddamn funeral. It was live streamed. It was police officers, the sheriff department, celebrities, politicians, athletes, entertainers, private security, What was going to happen to you at a funeral when everybody was there for one thing and one thing only, to celebrate the homegoing of Nolan Xavier Wells? What you thought you thought somebody was going to go upside your head at a funeral? But if that was my childhood friend, it is what it is, bro. I need to go pay respect to my best friend, if that's my best friend. You're a fucking lie. You didn't go to that funeral because you didn't want that guilt to eat you up, because what y'all was doing in that background on that 911 call, it's up here, Warren. You can try to use the death threats, things that these people say they're going to do this to me. You deserve all that. Because I guarantee you this, Warren. Listen to me closely, big nose. If you came out here to the public on the forefront the day that they pulled Nolan body out and been concerned and looked concerned and was standing by Christine and them over there and been out there in the streets with the people of Mississippi, going to the press conference, being visible, being vocal, being transparent with the public, you think you'll be getting death threats right now? Or you would have looked like a concerned best friend that really want to know what happened to his friend, and not go into fucking hiding, deleting your social media. Then your stepmama made it even more worse, deleting hers, then coming back apologizing for it. Gaslighting us, talking about it wasn't no nefarious intentions of me deleting it. I'm just looking out for the well-being of my family. So what about Nolan and his family? What about Nolan and his safety? What about Nolan? Do Nolan life matter to you? Then Nolan's safety matters to you. When y'all left, y'all didn't leave him. Y'all threw him over. You wasn't afraid for your safety. None of you white boys was. Because they had that funeral secured. I saw it. Police everywhere. Live streamed. Cameras everywhere. News media, news outlets all over that place. And then if you were so concerned, you could have told Judge, hey, can you offer some private security for me to go to my best friend funeral? Can y'all make it to where I can go in early or a couple of days before to view the body or go talk to Nolan? Can I go at least a couple of days early to say my goodbyes? You just sit back there and say, you know what? I'm just not going to show up at all. And I'm going to use the excuse that people is after me and my family. Warren, you're not fooling nobody, sir. You very dumb, very stupid, very ignorant. Very demonic, by the way. And I wish the worst for your bitch ass. I hope you can't sleep at night. I can tell that you haven't been getting any peace, by the way. I can tell. Shout out to Johnson coming in with the $5 super chat. Support for channel. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Javion them went. And they been getting criticized. They been getting the same thing. They went. It was other classmates that went. But all you fear for your life. Gotcha. Copy that, Warren. I apologize. I got it wrong. That's my fault.
You know, you guys, and I think this is the first time that you've publicly gave a statement about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And obviously you're doing it with me. We're going to put it out there for the world. Why did you choose to do it now? And why did you choose to not speak to anybody but me?
Right. Okay. Well, you know, Officer Tatum, I've been watching you for a good while now. And, you know,
I've been watching you, Officer Tatum, for a good while now. I've been watching you, Officer Tatum, for a good while now. So he know exactly who that fat fuck is sitting across from him. He know exactly who that big titty motherfucker is sitting across from him. He see the content that he produce every single day on this platform, degrading black people. Going on the internet, scavenging for black degenerate porn of some black person doing some dumb shit. And saying, you know what? This is the whole black community. I'm going to paint the whole black community like this. All you black motherfuckers doing this. This is how he feed his family. And Warren, the innocent white guy, right? The white guy that we should not be holding accountable, right? He's innocent. That's Nolan's best friend. Said, I've been watching you for a while now. I see you degrade black people all the time. It's a good idea for me to sit down and talk to you. I know I'm going to look good to the black community sitting down talking to you. You depict black people to be the most degenerate people in this country every day on your platform. You never hold the white community accountable. You never hold the school shooters accountable. The 76ers of white men who can't keep their hands off their children. I don't see you hold them accountable. The most dangerous place a young white male or a white child can be is around his father. I know you, Officer Tatum. This is going to be good for me. Having you on my resume, Officer Tatum, boy, I thank you for that. Thank you. I came on your platform to defend my black friend, who you don't like, by the way, who you degrade every single day. Gotcha, Officer Tatum. I know exactly who you are. You're not new to me.
I think you're a great guy. You've kind of, ever since things got really hot, you've kind of been on my friends and I's side. And I really like that about you. I mean, I thought you were very confident, well-spoken, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you one of the good ones. You've been on my side. You ain't hold me accountable. You didn't criticize me or none of that. You came out here. You made sure that you put me on a pedestal. You made me look like I was innocent. Even though you did me a disservice by making me look stupid and a liar, I really look even worse doing this interview with your dumb ass. Thank you a lot, Officer Tatum. But you one of the good blacks. Yeah, thank you for being on our side. I knew that you was going to be on our side because I see you every day on social media kissing the ass of white men. You is the one, sir. You is the good black. Thank you so much.
And all my friends and I watch you. We all think
all of my friends and I watch you.
Oh my God, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
All of my friends watch you. Yeah, all of us. We enjoy watching you go in on black people every single day, Officer Tatum. Yeah. We get a kick out of it. Can you talk about more Chicago? Can you talk about more black degenerate porn? Because it's so entertaining to watch you degrade black people while we sitting here calling these black boy our friends. All of us watch you. Every last single one of us that was on that boat doing whatever we was doing to Nolan and threw his body over, we watch you every single day like clockwork. Thank you for your work. We rejected every interview that we was, asked to do, but we had to go with the Sambo. We had to go with the one that be bootlicking for us because we know that he's not going to challenge us. He's not going to question us. He's going to protect us because this is what these people have to do. They have to get a black face to protect them. So Officer Tatum took his bitch ass on that flight and flew down there in Mississippi and done what he was told to do. You be a good boy here and you go out there and you protect those white boys. And you better not hold them accountable. You go down there and tap dance like you've been doing. We are the reason why you a millionaire, Officer Tatum, and you better not forget that. Any strange movement, you're out of here. Just like we did to your friend Candace Owens. You remember her? You remember your friend Candace Owens? Yeah, she crossed the line, and we got her up out of here. And guess what you did? You criticized your own friend that you used to prop up every day on your platform. All the time you was speaking highly of Candace Owens, and now you degrading her and disrespecting her because she got her Negro wake up call. Yeah, you one of the good ones. Yeah, me and my friends, we watch you every single day. We love the way you depict black people as. Not that it's shameful, not that it's distasteful, because my best friend is black. But I'm watching you every day talk shit about his people. And I care about Nolan.
great. We love your faith with the Lord. We try to be closer and closer with the Lord every day. And so did Nolan, and, that we just really liked the way you spoke about us and how you took our side, not based off someone's agenda. And, based off.
No, it was the agenda, Warren. It's the agenda. You know it. Y'all chose him for a reason, Warren. This didn't do you no. He constantly harping on you defended us. You knew what to do. Get your ass out here to Mississippi right now. When Judge Cole sent you out there to do that, Officer Tatum sitting there like, yeah, I gotta do this. I'm sitting here with Adidas socks on, athletic socks on, with dress boots on, with titties popping out, a long sleeve black shirt. Yeah, I gotta get down here and do what I've been paid to do. This is how I make my living. Propping up white supremacists, defending racists like Warren. Warren is a racist. His friends are racist. And this proves our point even more, that they done this to Nolan. Because they didn't give a fuck about Nolan. Nolan was the black token around the white friend group. As soon as Nolan got out of line, soon Nolan smashed the wrong white girl. Yeah, we got to get you up out of here, because white men are the most insecure, weakest, whiniest men in this country. They watch him every day. And you think they not radical? Let me ask you this, Warren. Real quick, Big Nose, just real quick. You watch Officer Tatum every day. What do you learn from him? What value do Officer Tatum bring to your life as a 18-year-old white male? What do he produce that can uplift your life, your community? Because every single day we see guys that look like you shooting up schools, unaliving children, white men, like your father, putting their hands on their women and their children. Can't stop it. Every single Monday, some goddamn white man getting arrested for child porn. Every day. So what value do you get from listening to Officer Tatum every day? You and your friends group, y'all sit around, get drunk, listen to him. Oh, look at that black people. Yeah, they the problem. And then you look over and you see Nolan that look like the same people that he depict to be the monsters. And you say, hey, I appreciate you for coming out here and defending us and taking up for us. You was a good boy for that. Thank you. I appreciate you, Officer Tatum.
Race, because, I mean, that's a horrible thing, you know?
Was this about race?
The way you spoke about us and how you took our side, not based off someone's agenda.
You took our side. Why you want somebody to take your side? I thought this was about justice for Nolan. Why is somebody got to pick a side? When this becomes sides, who's the other side? So if Officer Tatum took your side, Warren, who's the other side? The niggas? So he took your side, which means I just want to know that part. I wish Big Titties would have asked him, hey, who's the okay, I took your side, right? I've been a good boy and took your side. Who's the other side? Are you talking about us? If you're going to talk about us, bitch ass boy, you need to be vocal about that. Because we talking about you. Yeah, we talking about you, Warren. So what other side is it?
You know, based off of race, because, I mean, that's a horrible thing, you know?
Race is a horrible thing.
Was this about race? Did this have anything to do with race as far as from your perspective?
Absolutely not. I mean, no one.
Yeah, absolutely, Officer Tatum. Absolutely. I am Warren Hudson. I'm going to speak for Warren. I am a white 18-year-old man. This has everything to do with race. I don't like black people. Yeah, we done this to Nolan. I watch you every day because I'm an anti-black racist. I'm a racist piece of shit who don't like black people, and this has everything to do with race. You thought you was going to get that answer, Officer Tatum, asking this devil that question. Damn, y'all so stupid. Hey, Judge Cole, nice try. I got to give it up to you. Nice try. But what the fuck? This is dumb as hell.
It's been a great friend of mine since 8th grade. Nolan isn't my only friend of color, and you know I have plenty of friends through high school and friends I have now, not just Nolan, who are black, Mexican. You know, I've never looked at that, and none of my friends ever have. Like, and if you do, you know, that's disgusting. You know.
And if you had,
is it disgusting that Officer Tatum talks shit about black people every day on his platform, and you and your friends sit down and watch him and enjoy it and love it and entertained by it? Is that disgusting, Warren? Because you're sitting down with an anti-black bootlicker that talks shit about your friends of color, as you say. And you see it, Warren. You see it. You say you watch him, you and your friends faithfully. You got no problem with that. Very interesting. Now I understand why y'all did what y'all did to Nolan. Because Nolan was busting down them snow bunnies. Them snow bunnies love that soul pole. And y'all got jealous. Football superstar. All the white women, all them little white girls, Katie, everybody wanted to smash Nolan. And y'all said, enough is enough. You can't be slanging it in the soul pole around all these goddamn snow bunnies. You ain't leaving none for us, Nolan. How dare you? And you not even really in our friend group like that.
Chance to, tell the world that have painted this picture of you and your friends as being potential murderers of Nolan, white supremacists, racists. What would you want the world to know if you can summarize to them in a very short paragraph or a few sentences?
Yeah.
What would you want to say to them if you had the opportunity?
I would want to say to them that my family and I are praying for y'all.
I rebuke that prayer. I rebuke that prayer. I rebuke that prayer. Get that prayer up off of me, sir. I don't want your prayer. Don't pray for me and the family. We don't want it. Take that shit, that demonic ass spirit, that evil. You take that shit over here. Don't pray for us.
Bring myself to tell somebody that I'm going to kill them and that I'm going to, I've received and my family's received absolutely horrible threats about this. And, I want people to know that our faith with the Lord is stronger and means more to us than anything. And we all trust in the Lord, and for the Lord to reveal the truth. And I know that's what will happen because I have faith and my family has faith. But I want people to know that I'm praying for them. And if they want to speak hate and speak, these horrible things, and you're obviously not in the right state of mind. And you.
Hey, Warren, the guy that you listen to every day, you and your friend that's sitting across from you with them big titties, he speak hate every day against black people, and you listen to him. He speak hate every day on his platform. He is criticizing the mother of your best friend right now on his platform, and you ain't gonna say shit about him. You ain't gonna do nothing but watch another Officer Tatum video degrading black people. That's what your big nose ass is gonna do.
You need to work on yourself. It's a horrible thing, and but race was never a thing between Nolan and I and my friends. I have friends in my friend group that are Mexican and, mixed, black. That's never mattered. And I think it's just absolutely disgusting that people try to make this narrative out of something that it's absolutely not, first off, and out of something that they have zero facts about.
Family, if you sit around and wait, like somebody in my chat said, hey, you need to wait on the evidence. You need to wait to see is this video real, all that shit. If you wait around and wait on the white supremacists to be honest with you about something, you're going to be dead and gone. If you think Warren is going to sit up here and be honest with you about his anti-black racism, and we supposed to believe all this bullshit that he's telling us right now, like, you know what? Let's believe Warren. He's not a racist, even though he listens to Officer Tatum podcast every single day degrading black people while he got Mexican friends, and Officer Tatum want to get rid of his Mexican friends. Officer Tatum talk shit about your friend group that look just like Nolan. But you saying everybody disgusting, you want to pray for everybody. No, you the one that need the prayer, Warren. You are the devil. You the one that's going to jail about what y'all did to Nolan.
County hasn't released any facts. There haven't been any facts about this case other than that, just timelines and, stuff like that. But
he's so busy trying to defend like it's no fact. Look how he's talking about his childhood friend. There's no facts about this, so why are y'all coming at me? Bro, this shit is demonic, family. He's so focused on defending himself instead of getting justice for his black friend. He don't give a damn about Nolan. Don't let these people fool you or gaslight us like we stand on the wrong side of the truth. Like, we know exactly what we are witnessing here, family. We are witnessing a anti-black racist, a racist, white, demonic individual, animal, just like we was right in the Carmelo Anthony's case. Then, bam, the sworn affidavit came out. Austin and Hunter was arrested for racist graffiti, but we pulled a race card. And now everybody went hiding. Ain't nobody backtracking their statements once that affidavit drop. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. Watt little brother come out and say, hey, black people are worthless. They're lying. Nolan be on our house every day for the past 3 years. Let's not make this about race. And Big Nose here trying to convince us that this has nothing to do with race. No facts is out. No facts is out because they defending you. They trying to hide. But the DA is panicking. That's why she out here making videos. See, if the DA can come out here and make a video, if the mayor can come out and make a video, if the governor coming out here making a cell phone video, why you couldn't, Warren? Why Judge Ashley can't make a video? Y'all sitting behind waiting on Officer Tatum to make y'all look good? This is the dumbest thing that y'all can ever do, thinking that Officer Tatum is here to serve you guys justice for the public. This made you look even worse, Warren, you dumb-ass Neanderthal. And I wish the worst for you, the absolute worst.
It's horrible that people have made this out to be something that it's absolutely not. And
you sat down with Officer Tatum.
Bro, was Nolan the only black person on that island?
Absolutely not. I saw
oh God,
a lot of black people. And like I said, I mean, it's not pointed out or anything. I mean, I wasn't looking at that, but my buddy Trayson was out there, and he's mixed. Javon was out there. He's came out. He's mixed.
Yeah, I got so many black friends. Yeah, family. I got black. This they white supremacist, talking points when they try to prove to us that they're not racist. Yeah, I got Tracy over here, y'all. Yeah, look at my other black friend over there. How can I be racist? How can I be racist? But I sit down and listen to a man that talks shit about black people every day on his platform, even criticizing the mother of my so-called childhood friend. My brother, by the way. This man is criticizing her. Christina, calling her a liar, calling her a grifter, saying that she's dumb, she's lying about everything, she's trying to come up off of her son's death. Warren, that is what your hero is doing every single day.
I know a bunch of my friends that are black that were out there that day that I haven't even mentioned. I mean, Nolan was not the only black person out there by no means. I mean, like there was thousands of people out there, white, Mexican, black, everyone,
And in the friend group, is Nolan the only black person in the friend group?
Absolutely not. My buddy Trayson's black. I have other friends of color. I mean, our friend group's very tight, and we have a not a small group of guys, but we have 10 to 12 guys in my friend group, and we're all from Ocean Springs, and we grew up together. But Nolan is not the only black guy in my friend group by any means, and everybody knows that.
There's controversy around the CETO, right? You guys called it in.
Right.
They have that record of you guys, making that emergency call.
Right.
But then there's this, I guess, graphic of you guys traveling at a slow speed. Then all of a sudden you accelerate.
Right.
People are saying that that's an indication of something afoot or foul play going on in that timeline. What do you have to say to the naysayers who are mentioning that something must have happened, that you guys were going slow, then you accelerated all of a sudden?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely not. We got towed probably a quarter mile. Like I said, my buddy Bart drove his boat up next to ours after he pulled us out away from the island, and then he towed us a little more while we were trying to get the motor figured out. I mean, the motor would trim down. So then eventually...
this dude in such a defense mode right now, bro. He's panicking right now. It's defense. Nothing is genuine about his responses. Nothing is authentic about his responses. It's just, I need to defend myself. I need to defend myself. No rest in peace to Nolan. Have you guys realized that? This part 4, not one time rest in peace to Nolan.
Wouldn't trim down. And so eventually we figured out if you held the manual trim on the motor will stay in the water even when you start to accelerate. Because when my buddy would put the boat in gear and forward, the motor would come right back up. So it trimmed down, but then it'd come right back up when you went to go put it in forward and drive off. So yeah, we stopped at one point. My buddy pulled the plug out the boat, got back in the boat, the captain of the boat, got in the water, pulled the plug out the boat, got back in the boat, and hit it. And like I said earlier, we all transferred our weight to the front. So, because there was so much water in the back of the boat that when my buddy had it pinned out all the way, trying to go as fast as we can, and the boat was still sitting like this on the water. Wouldn't even plane out. So we had to move all the way to the front of the boat. Everybody had to get on the bow, and eventually we planed. Everybody got sat back, and when you're on plane and you're going, water starts coming out the boat. Like, that's the whole reason he pulled the plug, because when you come out the water and you're on plane and the boat's level.
Over explaining. This is a telltale sign, family. Over explaining. Just like part 1 and part 2, they was over explaining about the video while the phone was on the boat. He's over explaining about the boat incident. All he had to say was we got told the boat accelerator was out, this was out, cool. He got to over explain himself. Pay attention.
Water starts coming out the boat. So, I mean, that's why we came to a stop, so he could jump in the water, pull the plug, and then we hauled in. There was no stopping, because if you do stop, the water starts coming back in the boat because the plug's out. So
there's nothing nefarious there. It's just a formality of trying to unplug the boat. And
absolutely not.
Nothing nefarious there. Like, Officer Tatum, these questions, sir, you're not good at this. Like Warren finna say, yeah, it is something nefarious. Yeah. We was actually just got done unaliving Nolan, and we was trying to throw his ass over we threw him over the boat. Is that what you was expecting? Officer Tatum asking these dumbass questions? So it wasn't nothing nefarious. Just like Judge Cole came out, deleted her social media, then come back on talking about it wasn't nothing nefarious. Y'all fucking with the wrong black people. Salute to Heavily coming in with the $5 super chat. Trayson is far from black. He said his white side is the only side that ever been there for him. I would look into who whooped Trayson over Katie. We gonna review that one tomorrow. I ain't get a chance to look at that one heavily. We're gonna review him on tomorrow. Yeah, I want to see what's up with him. Because I find it very, very suspicious that he coming out here sitting down with Officer Tatum. After Warren just say him and his friends listen to them every day. Thank you so much, Heavenly, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro.
Properly.
Correct. I mean, we were just trying to, solve the boat's issues, because we wouldn't have ever gone anywhere if the boat
solve the boat issue. Even though we don't know what Nolan did, Nolan went missing. We don't know what Nolan did. Let's focus on getting to the boat so we can hurry up and wash out this boat, clean out the evidence in this motherfucker. Let's make sure that we get this boat back to the dock, because we got a lot of cleaning to do at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Figured out. So
and Nolan being a really good friend of yours, really good friend of all of you guys. Some of you guys have been accused of killing him. I mean, obviously he was somebody you knew, somebody you spent a lot of time with. With all that has gone on, if Nolan was here, what do you think he would say about all this?
I think Nolan has Nolan's one of the best men I've ever met. I mean, he has an amazing heart. And like I said in the beginning, I mean, Nolan is one of the nicest and sweetest people I've ever met. I mean, seriously, he had no hate in his heart whatsoever. I think if Nolan knew this was going on, he'd be sick to his stomach. I mean, Nolan hated all hate and arguing and drama. He didn't like any of that. So, I mean, I think if Nolan knew this was going on, he'd be very, very upset. I mean, it's horrible. If he knew his friends were getting these threats and, we were, felt threatened for our lives, I mean, Nolan would be traumatized if he was here, and if he knew that.
No, Nolan would be proud of us right now. Nolan is proud of us. Nolan is looking at you devils like, these was my friends. These was my friends that didn't make sure that I made it home. You think Nolan would be proud that y'all left him for dead on that island? And everybody got lawyers, everybody hiding, nobody's talking. And then you think Nolan will agree with you sitting down with a man that criticized and demean people that look like him, his mother, his father, his cousins, his siblings? But you think Nolan will be here to defend you, motherfuckers? That's what you think? I think Nolan will be on the side of us. That's actually trying to give him justice, not you, Warren. He's disgusted at you. Nolan is going to hunt you for what y'all did to him. Because we want justice for him. We want to find out. Nolan is looking at us like, okay, black people is actually out here trying to figure out what happened to me and bring justice to me. The YT community is out here saying that I fucking drowned and I was drunk and I was showing off. And I decided to stay behind without no evidence, no proof. White people out here saying that, hey, he drowned. But Nolan will be proud of Warren right here sitting down with a man that undermine and demean people that look like Warren. Yeah, Warren will be absolutely proud right now.
I mean, he was a person of no violence, and he had a really good heart. He would hate it.
You think your friendship with Nolan inspired you to want to speak out?
Of course. I mean, I know Nolan, and like I said, I've been really tight with Nolan since 8th grade, and he's a best friend of mine. He's like a brother, and Nolan's the type of guy to fight back for what's right and fight for the truth. And I know Nolan would tell me if he was here to fight back and make sure the truth is out and make sure your word is out, because that's what matters most. So
after all that's been said in this interview, do you have any theories about what could have possibly happened to Nolan?
My buddies and I
talked
about it.
My buddies.
Like I said, I mean, I've been on the water my entire life. My friends have. It's not like we're unexperienced in this, but Nolan was my best friend, and he was my friend's best friend.
Oh, God, bro.
He was like a brother to me.
Bro, we didn't ask you that. Answer the fucking question. What do you think happened to Nolan?
More than anything, and the thing that's most important is what happened to him. And I want to know just as much as anybody else.
No, you don't.
That's all. Like, my friends haven't stopped talking about that. Like, what happened, and like just trying to figure it out. But I would never want to put it on somebody else because of the hate that I've received for just being out there around them, and
put it on
my name
else.
Getting brought up because I called the Coast Guard. I was the first one to call the Coast Guard. I mean, I don't know, and I want to know more than anybody. I mean, my friends and I are have been wondering this for a while, and we just want to know as much as anybody else what happened to him. But I would never want to sit here and blame anybody else and put this on anybody else because of the hate and death threats that my family and my friends have received. It's horrible, and I would never want someone else to experience that.
Yeah, especially if
bro, this might just ask you, what do you think happened to Nolan? And you just went on a whole tangent about absolutely nothing. You didn't say, well, I think this happened to him, he drowned, or he might have overdose. Like, you could have just said something. You said, he's my brother, and I just don't want to we've been receiving death threats, and Officer Tatum really allowed him to get out of this question. I don't want to put it on nobody. Like, he got somebody to blame. So if you want true justice for your friend, don't you think it would be in your best interest to put it on somebody if you believe that somebody done something to your black friend, you stupid fuck? But you don't want to put it off on what you think will happen to Nolan because you don't give a damn, Warren. That should have been your answer right there. Hey, Warren, what do you think happened to Nolan? What's your theory around it? To be honest with you guys, I don't give a fuck what happened to Nolan. That should have been your answer.
There's no evidence to it.
Exactly.
So I got two more things I want to address directly. Mm-hmm. It's been said out there that you guys immediately delete your social media, lower it up, as if you were in some type of fear that you
would dude be asking these questions like he really about to get the truth from them.
Implicated in this. What do you say to that?
I mean, of course we lowered up, and of course
we lowered up. Even though we haven't been charged with anything, The sheriff department hasn't accused us of anything. Let's just lawyer up for no goddamn reason unless we suspects.
Deleted my social media. I was getting death threats before anything ever came out because I was the one that called the Coast Guard. I mean, people put this all on me because I was the one that called. I was the one that was, worried. My friends were just as well. I mean, of course I deleted all my social media. I was getting insane death threats, like stuff I couldn't even believe. 2 days after. And, we went straight to the police. I wanted the police to come and ask questions. I wanted them to know and have all of my information. And, people were accusing me of murdering my best friend. It's sick. I mean, like, just because of race. I mean, it's disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, I got off of social media because there were people saying insane things to me and my family, and I just couldn't sit there and look at it. I mean, that's it.
And Warren, thank you so much, man, for being bold and courageous, for telling your story. The purpose of me doing this and flying down here is because I wanted to know for myself.
No, you didn't.
I always felt that the narrative that was out there wasn't quite complete.
Mm-hmm. It's not complete because you sat down and listened to this lying motherfucker. You didn't get nothing from him. You didn't get no clear cut evidence for nothing. He didn't show you nothing that made him seem like he's not a part of what happened to Nolan. He just babbled. But of course, you're going to take the word of the white boy.
It was like there was a rush to judgment. And I know that you could have taken the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm not going to say anything. I'm afraid for my life. And I'm just not going to put my neck out there. Right. But I applaud you and appreciate you for stepping up, for doing what Nolan will be proud of you doing. And that is putting the word out there and not letting the naysayers run with the narrative.
Of course.
And you being a young guy, I'm much older than you. Mm-hmm. I could take the punches.
Right.
I love dishing it out. Mm-hmm. But for you as a young man to really put your neck out there, to stand up for your friends and stand up for Nolan is very honorable. And I appreciate you doing this interview with me.
Well, I appreciate you. I mean, you being here and flying down has meant a lot. And I just wanted to get my story out there because I know that's what Nolan would want me to do. And I want the truth to come out. And I pray that the good Lord reveals the truth to everybody. So
He will.
Thank you.
Oh, you will. You will, sir. Justice is coming for you, Warren. You sitting down with Officer Tatum is not a get out of the jail free card. I know you felt good because you probably like, yeah, I got it out. Finally said something about this. Yeah, this good. I'm innocent. And Officer Tatum, in all those interview clips, he never stood on the point about, can we talk about what you think happened to Nolan? Don't you think what it would have made sense instead of all this babbling Warren did? The most important question was that last one. Hey, what did you think happened to Nolan? Nolan is my brother and he wouldn't like, no, big nose. I asked you, what do you think happened to Nolan? Crickets. And he thought it was a good idea to sit down with an anti-black racist. These people disgust me. I'm disgusted at this fucking interview. I can't stand Officer Tatum bitch ass. And motherfuckers that look like Warren. So I'm going to make sure that I do my just do and be loud, be vocal, come on my platform every single day and highlight you devils. Me and the family put belt to ass. Belt to ass. You think you done something because you sat down with Officer Tatum and babbled? See, Officer Tatum proud of what he loved to tap dance. That's why he said, I'm an older guy, I can take it. Because he has no choice but to take it. Where else he gonna go? They already turned their back on Officer Tatum. That's why he's going so hard trying to protect you, devilish individuals. But the truth will come out. The truth will prevail. Officer Tatum didn't provide no evidence, no physical evidence. All he got is a testimony. He think he done cracked the goddamn case. No facts, no nothing. So I'm trying to so your only concern was trying to paint these boys out to be what? not unalivers, you done a good job at that, Officer Tatum. You know what? Me and the family, we fell for it. You got us. God damn, Officer Tatum. You got us. You right. This 4-part interview convinced me that Warren is innocent. Even though the girl in the back of the 911 call screamed Warren's name on that boat when they was saying that Nolan, wake the F up. Nolan, is he dead? This interview it's woke me up, Officer Tatum. I'm convinced that Warren is an innocent white boy who care about black people, who care about his black friend, even though he sat down with an anti-black racist and watch you every single day, him and his rest of his white friends. They enjoy your content. Nolan would be upset at us, the ones that's keeping his name alive, keeping his name, in this case, solely focused on what happened to Nolan. But he gonna take the side of this anti-black racist, sitting down, being in defense mode in all 4 of these interview clips. Defense. Let me defend myself. Let me defend myself. Let me defend myself. Let me debunk this. Let me deflect to this. Let me point the fingers at this. I wasn't here. I seen Nolan at 3. I seen Nolan at 4:30. Somebody else seen Nolan at 6. These people got timestamps of when they seen Nolan. So it seemed like y'all had something planned to have everybody got a timestamp on Nolan. When have y'all ever went out to the island and did you have a timestamp on Watt? Can you give us the rundown on Watt while he was out there? Where was Watt at 3 o'clock? What was Watt at 3:38? What was Watt at 5:15? Since you know Nolan, everybody knows timestamps of when they seen Nolan. Give us the timestamps on everybody that was on that boat. Matter of fact, give us the timestamps of your whereabouts, Warren. Where would you at 4:30? Where would you at 6:30? Where's the surveillance video of y'all pulling back up to the shore? Can we get that? Salute to Pierre 305 coming in with the $10 super chat. Didn't say nothing, just showing love. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely. This was planned. All of this is planned. If this was an accident, how do you got timestamps? If y'all was just out there having a good time, drinking, enjoying yourself, how do you even know what time it is when you saw somebody? My buddy last seen him at 6 o'clock. What? Who is that buddy? Shout out to Meal Dog coming in with the $2 super chat. Tatum in April is the new Candace. And you seen Meal Dog how they threw Candace. Officer Tatum cut all ties with her. He fully committed to his tap dancing and bootlicking. Candace jumped off ship with her bootlicking. Right? She admitted that she was a useful tool for the dominant society, and she paid the price. And then now they out here calling her all type of names, conspiracy theories, and all type of shit. And this goes to show you Officer Tatum is fully committed and loyal to the white supremacist power structure. He will go against his own every single day. Why would we take somebody serious that goes against black people every single day and never hold one white person accountable? He know about everything else we talk about over here, but he ain't gonna cover the Daniel Irving's case. He ain't gonna cover the Daniel Martinez Larry case that was stabbed by 2 white boys and drowned and left for dead in the lake. Daniel Irving body left for dead by Lucas. He ain't gonna cover that because he actually got suspects. See, when the suspect is white, Officer Tatum got to walk away from their family. They don't fit his low IQ audience. You see the trolls that was over here today. Those are the low IQ audience that subscribe to Officer Tatum. Those racist individuals that be in my comment chat just chimping out. That's his audience. Those the people that make him feel emboldened and empowered to get on his platform every single day and degrade black people. That's why he feel confident flying out there interviewing them devils and saying, I'm proud to do this. I'm proud to defend you. That's my duty. If I don't, I will be outcasted from the conservative movement, and I will be left out all alone like Candace Owens. Candace Owens can't be in the good grace of black people, even though she's a Caribbean tether. She don't have the defense of black people. She's left on an island by herself because she crossed the line for far too long. And now she's trying to gain sympathy like, oh, they used me, Ben Shapiro and them. We don't give a damn, Candace. Same thing happened to her is going to be the same thing that happened to Officer Tatum. But he got rich off doing what he did. But the innocent guy, Warren, said, hey, I watch Officer Tatum every day. Faithfully, me and my friends. But I just got to ask the question, Warren, right? You said you watch Officer Tatum every single day. When I go to his platform, right? Warren, listen up real quick. Civil rights attorney exposed live on air spreading false narratives on the Nolan Wells case. Black people mad. Like another lie. Like this is all he do. Nolan's family just got busted for lying. This is what he do. Black people ruin Airbnb rental. They lied about Nolan's Wells all along. Police shut down black summer camp ghetto. This is what you do? Black Walmart couple messes with the wrong cop. Black teen charged with attacking white female officer. This what you and your friends watch. This what you say. Black customer loses it over nothing at a pizza place. I'm tired of N-words. Black pastor goes off on the black community. Black woman shoots unarmed veteran over. I can go on and on and on. And Warren said in his interview that, hey, thank you for defending us. I watch you all the time. You speak truth to power. Me and my friends, we love your content. And I just went down the content of Officer Tater Tot. And then I asked Warren the question, what type of value do you get out of this? Are you entertained about black degenerate porn? Because we know y'all obsessed with us. We know you jealous of Nolan. You talking about some always discussing that y'all making this about race. No, y'all were jealous of Nolan. That's what that was. Y'all were jealous. Y'all were jealous. But it's okay. We are going to keep the focus on you, Warren, Watt, Katie, all of y'all that was on that boat screaming, is he dead? Get the F up, Nolan. We coming for all of y'all. Shout out to the fam. Look, the trolls. The trolls been in here for almost 4 hours. Whew. Y'all faithful to this shit. Exactly, Miss Crystal. Candace Owens pissed me off. She's going hard for Charlie Kirk. Never once picked up Nolan's story. Absolutely not. It doesn't fit her narrative, Miss Crystal. Shout out to Miss J Beauty coming in with the $5 super chat. You got to do the part with Tracy. I'm doing that one tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. We are covering that one tomorrow. And we also got to cover y'all favorite white supremacist, Jeff Metcalf. Jeff Metcalf came out the woodworks. We smoked him out. Yeah, Jeff Metcalf, I see what you're doing over there. We're going to address that. But yeah, we're going to cover that one tomorrow. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for being here. Alicia, Anthony, thank you for being here. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. While you guys going on, heading out, put rest in peace to Nolan in the chat. Rest in peace to Nolan. Justice for Nolan. We will not rest until Nolan gets justice. We will not rest till all of those white individuals are in orange jumpsuits with silver handcuffs on their wrists. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the team. Shout out to my channel members. Become a channel member. Support the work we got going on over here, family. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Until we meet again, justice for Nolan Wells. Let's get it, family. Justice for Nolan Wells.